show you the door. Oh, what's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what I bought. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But I do what I need to, always sure. Something real, something raw. Not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what I bought. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But I do what I need to, always sure. Boring, never been that. I get paid, bro, just to relax. Yeah, more money now, yeah, more tax. Sorted it now, don't worry about that. Boring, yeah, I've never been that. I get paid, bro, just to relax. Yeah, more money, but yeah, more tax. But sorted it now, don't worry about that. Flexing, yeah, but your soul is empty. Dripping in diamonds, Fenty. Dripping in vibes, got plenty. Got the technique, yeah, like Jetty. One little chop like pow. One little hit like bow. Living for the now, live for the sound. Nice with the dollar, but I'm making a pound. Yeah. Worry about that. No, I don't worry about that. Worry about that. Worry about that. No, I don't worry about that. Something. Worry about that. No, I don't worry about that. Worry about that. Worry about that. No, I don't worry about that. Something real, something raw. Not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? Do what I need to, always sure. Something real, something raw. Not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Knocking in the door, knocking in the one time, knocking in the door. Always sure. Knocking in the door, one time, knocking in the door. It's like, no. Hello, something real, something raw. Not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what I bought. Lying, nothing in the core. Buying, yeah, what you for? Do what I need to, always sure. Fuck off. That's what you gotta tell them sometimes. Fuck off. See you later, mate. All the best.
What's up, everybody? Let me get a few things going. We are T-minus 12 minutes. Sometimes there's a delay on their side, but we're going to be ready on ours. It's going to be a good day, boys. I don't think they're going to disappoint us. I cannot wait. What is going on? T-minus 10 minutes, does it say? 10 minutes. The chat's going crazy. I love to see all the hype for eFootball. What's up, Smook? What's up, Random? Beam, how are you? Hassan, what's up? Nira on Kick, what's going on? If you're on any other streaming platform, or if you're on X, this is the only way I can't see the chat. I can see everything else. A majority usually watches from YouTube, but it doesn't mean you have to join us there. You can chill wherever you want. So we got about 10 minutes left and just enough time for me to show you something I've been cooking up over here, guys. Let's get this stopped. Alright, so what's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is in your part of the world. So, whenever I've been getting the chance, I've been super busy, been trying to get ahead, got a couple videos, got a really good one coming out, based on all the stats a lot of people don't look at, and I haven't talked to you guys about them either. But just several things that I look at whenever I'm looking into players. And so I dove into that deep, and then I really dove into Sergio Aguero and Rooney to talk about those cards as well. But this is what I've been using. So I go in pretty much whenever I get a chance, and I just get a game in, right? And I have not played an opponent, guys. I have not played an opponent that is outside of the very top, right? Like every opponent, this one was top 5,000 this season, right? Every single one of them was either this season already Division 1, which means they're cooking, or already in previous season or seasons top dogs, right? Like at the very top, everybody we're playing, and notice we're beating everyone pretty much. Those few losses that came on stream. And what did I tell you guys? It's not a coincidence. My very last losses, look where they took place. Do those look familiar? The first one, 3-0, was the game that I left where I was up 1-0. You can call that a rage quit because it was just terrible connection. Haven't lost since that stream. And I'm playing all top opponents too. I have a good video coming. The biggest whooping I had was 6 shots, 6 on target for me, 0 shots on target for my opponent, top 10,000 player, and I absolutely crushed him using this, guys. This is the truth, this system right here. And don't worry, I'm paying attention in the background. Now, we're just going to look at this briefly, to be honest with you, and then we'll head back over. But this is a system that's taking me to the promised land, guys. If you go look at the highlights I've been putting up, the goals have been incredible. What this sets up is a ton of these. Hullet to Suarez, back to Ronaldinho, then Hullet's making the run through. Or Suarez, he starts making the run, he lays it back to Ronaldinho, who drops it to Hullet. Hullet sprays it through. Or because of this link-up play here, I'll play it to Ronaldinho. Suarez will start making that diagonal run, right? And then I'll lay it off to Hullet, who will then find Suarez, so then it's not so direct. A lot of third man running. I'll actually make a video on that, because if the give and go isn't there, like you give, but you don't want to go right away back to Hullet, you give it to like Yamal. Hullet starts making his run, you just forget about him. Then you go to Suarez, Ronaldinho, and then you play it to Hullet. That's how I scored this goal right here. I want to show you guys this real quick. This goal right here just in case you aren't on my Discord. And if you're not, what are you doing? Get on that Discord, guys. Get on that Discord. So, pull this up. This goal right here. Notice I forgot about Hullet for a second, right? Once again, notice Hullet starts the whole playoff. He's deep, so he's not marked. I moved him to AMF from CMF. You can put him in either, but I moved him up because I have a double pivot basically with Rodri and Vieira, so I didn't need him at CMF. So I moved him to AMF, and it livened things up for sure. So then I play him Yamal, who notice how tucked in he is. I want him and Ronaldinho tucked in. And watch how open Ronaldinho is. And then you have Zambrotta still even overlapping if I need it. So just attacking options galore. But watch this. Now I forget about Hullet. Look, my opponent's not even thinking about him. So Hullet's still on his run. I just triggered Yamal, so they got to worry about that run too. And then you can't give Suarez space. Not to mention you got Ronaldinho over there that they know is dangerous to cut in for the Blizzy. And then a great crosser in Zambrotta's charging up. He's a little behind right now, but so watch. So we forget all about Hullet. The return pass. And look at this. Right? I could have slotted it on the ground even. I mean, look at how open Ronaldinho is. And then by the time, if I would have waited just a second, Zambrotta's open too. So on any given day, look at the open players. Right? If for some reason this was deeper and he wasn't through, because now you got Yamal and Suarez making that run, you better believe one of them will be open. But that's all it is plays like this. So, it's definitely my favorite setup right now, for sure. So yeah, hopefully I just showed that way. Let me see something. Yeah, okay, good. But yeah, I love it. And it's the same thing I play in possession as well. But we'll talk about that. We have plenty of time to talk about all that. What are you guys thinking with this Connect, boys? What are we expecting from this bad boy? I cannot wait. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Just make sure I always do a little refresh just in case. But man, I cannot wait. It hasn't started yet. Where do you see it starting at? Yeah, you have to have a whole player where Hullet is correct. Well, yeah, you pretty much do. You could put an SS in there, like an advanced striker SS, but you missed the deeper runs, obviously. Yeah. I would go whole player there for sure. Just the darting runs forward, or, and I'll talk about this in my video, the speeding bullet. But I don't want to give up too much. We'll talk about that. I talk about that in this video that's dropping, so you can check that out. Because AI playing styles, 2 of them do matter for PvP. I repeat, if you wonder why certain players make runs and certain ones don't, there's a reason. If you wonder why certain players make interceptions and stuff and other ones aren't as good even though their stats are great, there's reasons. So we'll talk about all that in this video that drops today at 12 o'clock noon. Yeah, they're always a little late, guys. But man, I cannot wait. They always do kind of a little bit corny. Their presentation isn't as good as, say, like an EA Sports FC. And I talked about this. I went to school with the most brilliant people from the Asian region, whether it was South Korea, Japan, China. I went for athletics, obviously, but we had some bright kids too. There's some of the smartest people I know, always ahead, tech savvy, just the way they do schooling and everything. Especially China, which this is Japanese made, but still not much difference as far as like they're just disciplined to school and to education and their technological advances. Like if you see the cities over there and just everything they have going, but if you notice like their comedy skits, their television series, it's to me it kind of comes off corny and like a little kiddish, right? Oh, here we go. But let's see how they do, guys. Let's see how the presentation is. What's up, Timosaic? So that's the interesting part, guys, is how will the presentation be this year? I mean, they forgot subtitles in the past. It always kind of looks awkward. Like when Rooney comes up, is it going to look like nobody wants to be there? But at the end of the day, it's kind of all part of it, right? It's kind of all part of the allure because no matter what, at the end of the day, they make the very best football game. And some of this stuff, whether they mean to do it or not, kind of comes off nostalgic. Whether it's classic PES vibes, just classic football gaming vibes. So here we go, guys. I'm going to shut my mouth. It's time for eFootball Connect. Stay tuned for the giveaway, too. Here we go.
皆様こんにちは。いつもeFootballをプレイいただきありがとうございます。本日はワールドフェスティバル in バンコクの開催を記念したeFootball Connect in
Of course, no subtitles.
新シーズンアップデートの情報などを公開しますので、ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
Hello everyone and welcome
There we go.
to eFootball Connect in World Festival.
All right. Woo.
Today, we would like to present this special edition, eFootball Connect in World Festival, to celebrate the hosting of the eFootball World Festival in Bangkok. We're about to reveal the latest eFootball information, including details about the upcoming season update. So please be sure to watch until the end. This is the special edition eFootball Connect in World Festival, bringing you new information about the eFootball Festival campaign currently underway, as well as a sneak peek at the new season update coming in August. First, here are some details about the eFootball Festival campaign. Starting tomorrow, we'll host a special line of
Treasure link.
known as a treasure link. Each user who logs in during the campaign period.
Apparently, this is what Ferdinand is connected to. Apparently, guys.
By playing online matches, they can then share treasure links with other users. 3 types of treasure links will be distributed: special, big winner, and basic. Among the guests at today's eFootball World Festival in Bangkok, some lucky winners chosen at random will also receive special treasure links. If you are fortunate enough to draw a special or big winner link, be sure to share them with all kinds of friends. Treasure Link rewards include chance deals that can be used to sign players from the epic Treasure Link special player list, which we will now introduce.
Here we go, Rio.
This special player list
Yes, sir.
is a box with 250 players, including 5 legendary stars, such as epic Rio Ferdinand.
And they had to make several of them single boosted. Joke.
Collect lots of chance deals and sign many players. And here is another noteworthy announcement concerning a special player list.
Give them all double boosters for free to play,
Legends
guys.
Assemble Special has appeared as the special player list since the start of the eFootball Festival campaign on the 23rd of July. A selection contract for this list can be obtained as a reward in the eFootball Festival campaign home. We have already announced that all-time greats such as Frank Rijkaard, Dennis Bergkamp, and Marco Reus will be included as epic players. Today,
Aguero,
for the first time,
Rooney.
I'd like to
Aguero.
You are coming soon.
Rooney.
Here is the first of these stars.
Rooney, my favorite player of all time, ladies and gentlemen.
So much in the locker.
It has not been announced before, but this list will also include Wayne Rooney. Epic
It hasn't been announced before.
skills, phenomenal finishing, and willpower, as well as the shooting +3 booster. Sign Wayne Rooney from that incredible season when his amazing bicycle shot won the derby and left fans with a thrilling memory. They still
Guys, as a deep line forward / you guys were talking about that whole player. I bet you he's a whole player. We'll see his last one was. We don't know, but
World Festival.
he could be a good card for you.
Live stream all the happenings as he steps on stage, including an interview where he'll look back on those illustrious days. Please check it out. As for the second epic player, please look here.
Bueno, es una persona que es un amigo, con lo cual es una persona muy importante, la cual conviví y pasé muchísimas cosas, tanto dentro como fuera de la cancha y bueno, hemos compartido
Give us the subtitles. This is where they mess up, guys.
mucho tiempo
Every year.
siendo compañero, así que es una persona a la cual tengo mucho cariño.
A new legend who has come to
Oh, thanks. That was great to hear, dipshits.
Sergio Aguero will also appear in this special player list. Epic Sergio Aguero
Woo.
has the 2 skills, blitz curler and low screamer, as well as the striker's instinct +3 booster.
If you guys don't know, he's going to be a Romario-esque type of striker. Romario-esque.
Last year, we released
And he was nasty in his last year in PES 2021, right before the eFootball rebranding.
This time round, we also plan to adopt a special design for these new legends, such as the aforementioned Sergio Aguero. We hope you'll look
Let me know what you guys think about these new
Here's
designs.
a surprise.
I kind of like the older ones better.
Of the eFootball World Festival in Bangkok. We're giving everyone who logs in from today an epic Legends Assemble chance deal that can be used to sign one random player from this Legends special player list. Here's a chance to sign someone before earning a selection contract as a campaign reward. Be sure to log in and receive this present. The epic Legends Assemble special selection contract itself can be received as a campaign reward starting from the 6th of August.
6th of August.
And get both a chance deal and a selection contract. So far, we've presented information about the eFootball Festival campaign.
Campaign and new season, guys.
Some advance information about the new season starting in August. This next season will be version 6.0 of the series. Under the concept Play On All Together, we will add features and events that make eFootball even more fun, as users invite friends and family to play the game. This will allow both users who have already played before and beginners to enjoy eFootball even more. The Friend Invitation campaign, which was held in June, was also based on this concept. The version 6.0
That's where our tournament comes in, guys. Or sorry, our community comes in with the friend invites.
As the name suggests,
We can help everybody
users
out.
will be able to host their own tournament.
What?
Take part in one held by another user.
Dude!
Each tournament's rules and regulations can be fine-tuned, so gather together some friends and family and enjoy some fiery matches.
The OG Cups could be played through here.
Updates. We'll also introduce other features that bring people together and add to the fun of eFootball.
The OG Cups, guys. There's the OG Cup right there. Go look at the logo and tell me it doesn't look similar.
In the version
Here we go.
6.0
Here we go, boys.
First, there is a new team play style.
What?
To supplement existing options like long ball counter and
What do we
possession
got?
game, we have now added the Overload team play style.
Overload.
Overload moves many players to the same side as the ball to provide numerical superiority. When attacking, it makes it easier to complete passes at short distances, and
teams can steadily maintain possession.
I just did a video on overloads in the channels, guys. Go check that out. eFootball's copying your boy.
Quickly closing in on ball carriers and stopping opponents from attacking freely. Team play styles now offer even more tactical diversity. Find the strategies that work best for you. On top of
Wow,
that,
I love
it's
it.
now possible to set different formations for attacking and defending. This will allow for more strategic, in-depth team building, as users can choose the shape of their side for when they have and don't have the ball.
Yes!
When in possession of the ball, they can place a fullback in an attacking position.
Yes!
Or when defending,
Oh my god, even more.
position to increase the number of defenders and strengthen their defense.
We've been wanting this.
The range of tactical options available, as well as the types of players that can be used. Alongside the launch of the new season, some managers will appear with 2 link-up plays. There will also
Two
be
link-up
managers
plays.
with a high level of aptitude in the new Overload team play style.
Oh
More
my
details are
god.
coming soon.
Dude, I love it so
We want to
far.
introduce some new
As a
gameplay
tactics guy, I
features.
love it.
We will make changes so that following the season update, users can shoot with a volley by entering a stunning shot when they have a shooting chance with the ball in midair. If in that same kind of situation, try scoring an exciting goal by taking a dynamic shot reminiscent of epic Wayne Rooney, whom we just announced earlier. Added to that, we have redesigned how the daily game is played every day.
So stunning shot out of the air.
Gameplay that is quick and easy to learn.
No more PKs, guys.
That too. And that concludes this short sneak peek of what's in store in the season update. We will also broadcast another episode of Connect directly prior to that release. We will then provide more details about the information we've just announced and reveal various kinds of new information about what's to come, including a campaign marking the launch of the new season. Please stay tuned for that too. And that's all today for eFootball Connect in World Festival.
There ain't no
Please stay
way.
on the lookout for Epic Legends Assemble, the treasure links starting tomorrow, and all the fun coming to eFootball as we get ready to launch the new season.
There ain't no way that's it. Everyone's saying L. There ain't no way that was it, guys. All 3 player skills, Ronaldo and Messi, living legends. July 27th. And then 5 more. Who are they going to be, guys? Somebody screenshot this so we can go through it in the Discord. Somebody screenshot that. We can always replay it. Okay, a lot to unpack there, guys. A lot of L's in the chat. Let's keep reading. 3 skills. So we knew that was coming. That's not like so new. It just really alienates the free-to-play players even more. They better start adding They better start adding to the free cards. Unless it's just for that special Messi and Ronaldo living legends. So we're about to have a... So, for example... And we'll go back through some of this, okay? But let's talk about this. Let's unlock all this. Okay. First of all, that you cannot have no on-pitch updates, guys. You cannot have no on-the-pitch updates. You cannot have... Now, is eFootball the very best game right now? Could you say, well, don't fix what's not broken, because if it's the very best, why fix it? Well, that's the thing. It's the very best, but it's that because FIFA is literally, it's almost like you're racing against one guy with a broken foot, and then UFL and goals, you've already lapped them. They're so far behind, but you're slowing down now, right? If you want to beat your record pace, if you want to get ahead, you got to add more. So do I like what I've seen? Yes, but we should have another 10-20 minutes to go. Okay? So that's my first issue. But with what they changed, yes, it's all good stuff. So let's break it down. For one, overload. Guys, if you go watch my video on overloading channels, that's exactly what this will be, only you don't have to do it yourself now. we'll have to see what the line's like. They only showed the one part of it, like the overload press, and more players are coming, so it's like a possession type of play style where your players veer to the left, veer to the right, whereas I did it where there was a numeric value on like the left channel and the right channel, but the players didn't automatically all come over to one side. You had to manually put them there. So we'll have to see how the defensive shape is with it, the overall shape, what it does well against. For instance, like against long ball counter, it should do great because of that deep line, because of that big gap in the center. We'll have to see what it does against everything else. But then I love the ability to manually place your players on offense and defense differently. That's huge, okay? Being able to place your players differently on offense and defense is huge. 1 second, sorry. Is huge. So that part's cool too, because that will allow you to use your tactical knowledge as even more of a skill gap. So I love the tactical stuff, okay? They said managers are going to start coming out with 2 play styles now, okay? 2 link-up plays, which is going to be awesome as well. But that's just similar to the 3 Showtime skill thing, right? It's similar to the 3 Showtime skill where it's kind of like they're just making the top end even better, right? Because you have to buy the managers, you have to buy the top players. Now, hopefully this 3 Showtime skill thing is just for these 2, unless they start bolstering the free cards. And the other thing is, guys, it's cool to get all these outrageous cards to an extent, but eventually it gets to the point, like you guys realize in the pro tournaments, they don't even use these top players. They're allowed 1 Showtime player. 1 Showtime player. And sometimes in the events, it's even more fun because you got to play more simple football. Because a lot of times these top cards, what makes them outrageous is some of their extra abilities that are almost AI ran, and it takes some control away from you. And the more bolstered they are, the more AI is just gonna do some insane shit and add animations and stuff, and it sometimes can take from you, the user, being the one in control. Right, so we're about to get these insane Messi and Ronaldo cards. Living Legend base of July, so that will come 250. So be ready for that. When's that start? Is tomorrow that starts. We'll see when. So this is coming out tonight. Tonight at 9 o'clock. So everyone get your money ready if you play, but I feel so bad for the free-to-play players, guys. My boy Smooker says, I don't like it because I know people will exploit it. I don't want to play another version of Park the Bus. He's talking about the overload. It's basically new cards and some BS meta stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how overload is. I like the ability to change your tactics offensively and defensively. I like that it's now, instead of a PK, they changed that up to like a little mini thing in game. But that's all little stuff. This is all, show up to the clubhouse before a golf outing and hoping they changed up the course, but instead all they did was change up the fucking water that they give you when you, as a greeting. We got rid of unfiltered. Now we went to we got rid of the filtered water. Now we're giving you spring water. Like, that's what they changed, right? And you're like, well, what about all the changes to the course? Like, we were ready, we were waiting. Oh no, the course is exactly the same. But we added a club that you could use. Oh, but don't worry, there's also brand new balls. Like, it's kind of like this stuff that is on the side. Yeah, if you did that on top of adding some stuff in game, like for instance, fixing any of the 10 issues that I listed in that video, at least would have been something, but there was nothing at all on the pitch. Do you remember the one? It looked like it was going to be a great update, and then they decided, oh nope, Smart Assist can be used everywhere. Turned it into shit. But it was on its way to being a great update, and eFootball had tons of good stuff, right? Tons of good stuff that they were showing us on screen. Tons of in-game examples. Remember? And so instead, we just got this, a new mini game, daily super play instead. So like you do so it says like score a curling shot. Look at what they put in. Like the defenders and these crazy robots, you're playing against robots, right? They added all the time to that for your daily game, but they had nothing on the pitch. Everyone's saying server in Africa. People want a server in Africa. Let's see what everyone's saying. The ones we can understand in English. Server. Give us a server in Iran. Server in Africa. Oof. Iran's going to be a tough one right now, big dog. 3-player skills. What? That is going to be cool. Those cards are going to be insane. So tonight that's going to go crazy. But what are you guys thinking? Let's read what you're saying. Random thinks that everyone's going to go. I think you're wrong, though, Random. I'm definitely not. I'll tell you that. Overload ain't going to do nothing. Bro, Overload is how I play right now, just manually. Sometimes. I'm telling you, go watch my video on it. Like, Overload, it's literally just now. You don't have to manipulate your players yourself unless you want to, furthermore. But you can play Overload without truly using Overload. It literally is just a way to force your opponents who are sitting or for me, how I use it, to force your opponents from parking the bus in the middle, to force them to have to leave their positioning because they can't win the ball from you when you have it on one side or the other. But remember, if you win the ball in these cases, your opponent's going to have so many players pushed to one side. You win the ball and switch it immediately, they're going to be in trouble. It's similar to quick counter. I've been eating quick counter alive. Right? And it's because once you beat that initial press, they're in trouble. Like with delay, it hurts it a bit. That's what you guys seen on stream, those last few losses, but without delay. And that's the other thing, dude. Like, the game, I still love so many parts of the game, but dude, when the gameplay sucks, it sucks. And it would have been cool to hear something about like when they announced that they finally gave in, they're gonna do the server in Turkey. Like, it would have been nice if they announced, oh, so now you're gonna get better connection. Remember when they explained the connection shit to us? Like, this was a terrible Connect overall, guys. When you look at what they've given us in the past. But it doesn't mean that, like, the card part is cool, but we weren't mad about the card part. We know they have the very best legends, right? So let's look back at this. So we know this. So let's look. So sends a few players near the ball to achieve numerical superiority across a small area. Then uses short passes to break through. Yeah, it's basically possession to an extreme, guys. That's all it is. It's basically possession to an extreme. When you have the ball and possession, players show to the ball. It's just going to send them over to one side. And it's going to take a lot of skill to be able to utilize this. There's going to be players that won't even touch this because you have to have really good quick decision making because it's short passes, those little give and goes. But what you have to see is how it defends. It doesn't show how it defends. But then you guys got to think how cool it is, right? This part is really cool. Again, it shouldn't have been the highlight of the Connect. But it shouldn't have been the highlight of the Connect. But this right here, you'll be able to go in now. Okay. You'll be able to go into your team, and it will look something like this. You'll have this, and then you'll go to tactics, and there'll be an added, I think, did it show it on here? Let me see. There should be an added screen, offensive and defensive. Let's see if they... broke down. Let's listen on.
Options like long ball counter and possession game. We have now added the overload team play style. Overload moves many players to the same side as the ball to provide numerical superiority. When attacking, it makes it easier to complete passes at short distances, and teams can steadily maintain possession even in crowded areas. When defending, teams can maintain a compact shape while quickly closing in on ball carriers and stopping opponents from attacking freely.
So this is when attacking, but I think it's going to be compact shape. It's going to be another high line. I could be wrong, though. But it's going to be another high line press. But that's basically what quick counter does. We'll have to see.
Team play styles now offer even more tactical diversity. Find the strategies that work best for you. On top of that,
here we go.
It's now possible to set
fluid formation. So hold on. Okay.
On top of that, it is now possible.
So set formation. So look, when you go in right now, it's change manager, formation change, team play style. So when you go into formation change, I never use this, right? But then they have, why is the default of 5-3-2? They have that. So now it says set formation, set a formation change.
Possible to set different formation.
Look at this, and then you go in, and if you do fluid formation, fluid just means, as you know, it changes, right? So if you don't want this and you want your team shape how the old school way or just one way, you would have this off. Why you would do that, I don't know, even if it's just a minor adjustment. Now you can set your attacking formation and defensive. Boys, you could play a 4-2-3-1, or you could play, like, I can move Hullet. I could play 4, literally 3 DMFs if I wanted to, and then switch offensively, and then switch to a 4, 1-4-1 or whatever. It doesn't matter. You could switch to whatever you want. You see what I'm saying? That is huge, guys. The tactical depth this is actually a major addition. It's a simple one that should have been there, but this is cool. If they would have just kept going, I mean, I always do analogies. It's like they ran 1 lap of the race and they were in first place, but motherfuckers, you got 3 laps to go and you just ended it. And that doesn't mean you're a winner because you ended it in a good spot. You got to finish. I mean, there's so much more that they needed to go into, but this is fucking cool, guys.
For attacking and defending. This will allow for more strategic, in-depth team building, as users can.
And then you can set a base thing like you can do in here, but you can also change it yourself.
Change the shape of their side for when they have and don't have the ball. For example, when in possession of the ball, they can place a fullback in an attacking position, or when defending, they can put a winger in a defensive position to increase the number of defenders.
That's huge. This is huge.
This will broaden the range of tactical options available, as well as the types of players that can be used. Alongside the launch of the new season,
what will be in, and then of course the 2 play styles. Well, let's just finish.
Some managers will appear with 2 link-up plays. There will also be managers with a high level of aptitude in the new overload team play style. More details are coming. So
new overload managers, of course, and then 2 link-ups. So just a way to get you to keep buying managers. So that part, it's kind of shitty because you have to keep buying the managers. So they're just stacking, guys. And then next year it will be 4 player skills and 3 link-up plays. And then next year it will be 6. And then pretty soon we're going to have 200 rated players and managers where every player in the team's linked up. And it's all just going to be to keep getting our money. And that's the part that I do not like, okay? Unless, and it's going to get outrageous for sure. The play on the pitch is going to get almost superhuman. Right, so they got to watch that. But they must bolster what they give free players. And they didn't say anything about that. And so, like, God, King Konami, that's what I call the CEO. I don't know who the CEO is, but King Konami is a fucking idiot. He's the biggest idiot genius I've ever met. Like, that's just the truth. He's the biggest idiot genius I've ever met. Right, so now, and they didn't put this on here, but I'm assuming this will be. So even if I change my formation, then I can go in and move players. So you should be able to move players defensively and offensively. What I don't know is, once you do that, and I have an AMF, if I move, let's say, Ronaldinho back to a CMF spot defensively, does that mean his stats will drop defensively? I'm assuming it will. But let's just say it doesn't. Let's say once you have your setup, and then defensively I could move Hullet back as a DMF without losing any points. That would be cool. But we'll have to see. It's still cool that you can rotate. Now, what are you going to see, though? You're going to see those asshole players that are using those stupid-ass defensive park-the-bus shapes. But then now, offensively, you're going to see like 8 players thrown up top. And then defensively, you're going to see like all 10 players sitting on top of each other in front of the box. But those idiots don't realize that will help us, because instead of their players staying parked the bus so even quick our counters are hard, now the ones who are dumb enough to go, oh, now on offense I'll overload it, you'll be able to counter them before they can get into their shape. So it actually just opens them up a little bit more. So, yeah, please keep smashing that like button. Thanks, Cooper. I always forget to tell you, if you could, please like the video. It does help a lot. So that's the only thing they're missing, guys, is we needed to see some on-the-pitch additions, right? And then, of course, tonight we get a 3 Showtime skill, Messi and Ronaldo. So even if you're a free-to-play player, unless you already have a very good Messi, right, or even Ronaldo, guys, they're beast players. I have both on my bench. They're both going to be obviously switched out with monster players. Most likely, dude, with 3 Showtimes, Ronaldo probably will take over Suarez, because Suarez right now is the best striker in the game. I imagine with that type of advantage, Ronaldo will take over as the best striker in the game. We'll see. And then, of course, Messi will probably take over Yamal, because Messi's already borderline. This is without being fully boosted what he looks like. Already maxed out finishing, elite everywhere. And then he had a Blizzy, phenomenal pass. You know, out of the 3, they'll most likely give him a Blizzy. If for some reason they don't, I would be shocked if they don't give him a Blizzy again. Probably Blizzy, phenomenal pass, and maybe like magnetic feet or momentum dribbling. And then, you know, Ronaldo. This Ronaldo had, here's his stats. A little worse, but still elite. Elite offensive awareness. Of course, he had phenomenal finishing and low screamer. I could see him having phenomenal finishing, bullet header. Maybe not. Maybe not bullet header. We'll see. No, I don't know, man. I mean, he can jump through the roof, so it's always like his heading is so satisfying in real life. So I could see it, but I could also see him going with something like phenomenal finishing, like willpower and attacking surge, or phenomenal finishing, attacking surge, and yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like he'll definitely get attacking surge. And we'll have to see. Dylan says, I've already put money into this game, and now I got to figure out how to catch up in the next game. I can't keep paying my way there. I need more help to get my defensive line set. Yeah, it's definitely a very pay-to-win game. And unfortunately, business-wise, we all keep paying, guys. So, of course, why would Konami change it? Business-wise, like, I see where they're going. But they're alienating free-to-play players. So if you're a free-to-play player in this game, the only thing I can tell you is just know that you're playing in a game that is not built for you to succeed. That doesn't mean you can't, and many of you know that and are already succeeding. but you're succeeding despite. You're not succeeding because. Okay, so let me say it again. You're not succeeding because the game is built for you to succeed. You're succeeding, if you are, that is, as a free-to-play player, despite being put way behind. Despite Konami not doing a thing to help you. And that sucks because you're not being rewarded. You can't be hype like us. You can't, you can't enjoy all of these amazing cards. And I feel for you there. But the only thing I could say is if you're a free-to-play player and you're getting sick of the disparity, like you're getting sick of seeing teams like I'm showing you right here, and you're stuck with, whichever team you have, it's only getting worse and worse, man. So let's hope, at the very least, since they're adding, let's see if they keep the 3 Showtime skills with 2 link-up play managers and stuff. Let's hope they start making the giveaway players better too, because if not, for the free-to-play guys, it just got even worse. So I'm sorry to say that to you guys, but that's where we're at. Now, how about the tournaments thing? The tournaments thing is cool, all right? Now, it's not necessarily anything for players who are just like playing against AI. It doesn't answer anything as far as giving us more modes, but for instance, for the OG League, very cool because it gives you a way to, the OG Cups, it gives you a way to do in-game tournaments. I'm assuming it should be up to 32 participants. We'll see. But that part is pretty cool, but it's all just quality of life almost, as opposed to like truly, like if FC27 released something similar with that level of improvements only, we would be ripping it apart. The only reason we don't in eFootball is because they always do what they want. They don't set the bar to a point where we're just going to be so outraged and that's the thing. That's the difference between them and FC, is they've always been unapologetically themselves. They're not necessarily bullshitters, whereas FC will come in and lie all the time. But the football is still the very best in the entire world, without a doubt. So that's what we have. Let me see here, and then we're going to get to this giveaway. Let me log in, because you never know. Sometimes we asked for another mode. They gave us one as long as it's permanent. So it's definitely another mode, but I would say from what I've seen, it's another mode in the name of like you and buddies jumping in. I don't think it's another mode in the sense of like a gauntlet or a draft. They have all these incredible players and they can't even come up with a draft mode. Blows my mind. I mean, think about how cool it was. At least their free-to-play players do have a chance to use the very best players in the game. I mean, that would be incredible. So that part's kind of crazy to me. But overall, I give it a D+. I mean, nothing on the pitch changes, guys. 0. Nothing. I give it a D+. I know what they're capable of. Anything higher than a D+ grade for that eFootball Connect, and I'd be fronting on you guys. The stuff they did add, very cool. Definitely nothing that makes the game worse. Like in the past, they announced Smart Assist, so it could be way worse. But also, nothing that makes me say, okay, we're pushing the product on the pitch forward, right? So that's my grade on it. Let me see here. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, remember this, too. So remember to log in here. You just click to watch the stream. And literally, once it loads up, you can exit. I already got mine, but I'll show you. So look, it loads up. Wait for this little commercial to end. You skip it. There you go. And then now all you have to do is exit out. See? And you get the 1,000 coins. So make sure you did that. You could have done that yesterday too. Hopefully you did it. If not, you can get these. And I don't think it repeats. Let's just try. Sometimes they've made that mistake in the past where it repeats. They come and fix it though. But look, so we're in. We let everything load up. Let it play for a sec. As you see, it's playing right now. Jinsu in the quarters. And then, boom. You got, so it only gives it to you once they didn't screw it up. So now, so that's 2,000 eFootball points, which, unless they add something in this store, I don't know. There's just stuff they could have fixed. But the football's still the best there is, and we get an insane Messi card tonight and an insane, damn, my GP is totally in the dirt. A new Messi card tonight and a new Ronaldo. Nice, Cooperman. That's huge. No, Dylan, you didn't miss anything like that, buddy. There's a treasure link coming up for Rio Ferdinand. Then, of course, Rooney and Aguero come in the come into this in here. So, the 29th, we can continue forward, right? Which, what is today? 26, Monday, what's that? Wednesday, Thursday, whatever time. And then you can continue forward. Then, on August 5th is when you can continue on, and they just added Rooney and Aguero to this. And now they're on here, as you can see. So the keys that you want to get in here are Rooney and Aguero. Did you guys notice in the treasure link, all those players, the Kohler, the whoever they had, only Rio is double boosted? That's what I mean. Like you're putting for sale Showtime, Messi, and Ronaldo with 3 boosters each, but you can't even give us 2 Showtime skills on Rio, and you can't even give us 2 Showtime two boosters on the other players and other epics in that pack with Rio. They always got to water it down. Oh, well, it's free. Well, just be happy there. No, that's okay. Then come out and say if you're free to play, this game's not meant for you. You could still do it, but we're not going to do anything to help you. Just come out and have some balls and be honest. You know? So that's what they appreciate it, Cooperman. So that's what they have to consider, right? So I'm looking forward to the tactical stuff. I can't wait to share this with you. So now it's going to look something like this, guys. It's going to look like, you know, like you said, like I get what my boy was saying earlier. Where is he? Random was talking about when I was talking about the overload. Random, I believe you were saying that everyone's going to go 5 at the back defensively, correct? I thought you meant to defend overload, probably because of the delay on the stream. So I apologize. I get what you meant now. I'm 99% sure. You correct me if I'm wrong, but Random was saying now defensively because you have 2 different shapes, everyone, but I'm not, you know, because what it does for me is it opens up the chance to create a better shape for when you win the ball. Like, okay, go ahead, put all 10 of your players right here, right? Like some of these losers do. But then you're going to have to play like those losers because all they do once they win the ball is kick it up the pitch and then try to run into you and get it or send their forward and behind. Because once you win the ball, your team immediately breaks out, but you have to work within that shape. So for me, it's just going to be a way to further control exactly how you position your players. Defensively covering any danger areas, but setting yourself so when you win the ball, you have a head start offensively. That's the best way to use it. Yes, of course, the rat losers will play like 10 players here, even worse than a 5-back, like Random was saying. 10 players bunched up here, and then on offense, they'll put like 8 players bunched up there. We'll smoke them. They don't know what they're doing. Because once they win the ball, they're toast. Right? So if you use it to set yourself up for an easy transition to where you can make it to your advantage, it's a huge add. If you use it to try to be a dipshit, it's not going to help you like you think. So just a little heads up. All right, so now we got Rooney and Ronaldo coming tonight. I don't think they released the builds. Let me see. Sometimes there's leaks on that. Let's check X. But I don't think this is going to get a very good review overall. And of course, we got the giveaway. Dude, that's going to get me freaking copyrighted. I gotta quit that. Okay. So now I want to go in here to X. And let's see what CTE has. If you got any new information there. I didn't see who won the world championship this year. Did Jinsu defend his title or no? Yeah, now I get what you're saying, Random. 100%. Yeah, you're not wrong, buddy. I get what you're saying. Who won it all? Did Jay Victor? Jay Victor win it? Maybe we gotta check that out. Here's Rooney's card. They already released Aguero's. Let's take a look at this Rooney card. So you got offensive awareness. So remember, this is no boost. So he's going to be a demon, it looks like. What's that? Fourth. Jumping, of course, it's a excellent balance, excellent physical contact and balance. Excellent dribbling and offensive awareness. Let's see here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5. Lofted pass isn't the greatest. Passing, at least low pass will be decent. What does that word mean? What position is that, guys? Does anybody know Japanese? Damn, who won? So somebody I don't know then. They got mobile and console, but it wasn't Jay Victor, huh? Beast card, but I have no idea what that means. What position? I'm assuming deep lying forward is my guess. It's going really good, Simple. Not much of a huge update for E27, but guys, they also did say they're going to do another one. But they added a new play style, the ability to change your team offensively and defensively. There's a 3 Showtime skill Rooney. There's a 2 Showtime skill Rooney and Aguero being released. But then tonight, tell me if I'm wrong, but it said the dates. It's tonight's release. Tonight's release will be Living Legends, Messi and Ronaldo, 3 Showtime skills apiece. Deep lying forward. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. So it's going to be a beast card. Honestly, it's going to be tough because here's these cards that are coming out tonight. As good as Aguero is, so let's go to Aguero real quick. They've already shown Aguero. There's Rooney. I like how he put on the eFootball jersey underneath there. They showed Aguero's stats too. But look at this. Here's what I was talking about too. Look at this. Watered down. And Rio only has 1 Showtime skill. And then you go back to a single booster for the free cards. It's such a slap in the face for the free-to-play guys. But it just is what it is. Out of this, obviously everyone wants Rio. If I can't get Rio... Oh, I got to get Schneider. If you don't have a Wesley Schneider card, get Schneider. Even just for the free kicks alone. If you don't have a Schneider card... I had this Schneider card. The best playmaker in the game. One of them. Because I love my Ronaldinho, guys. Ronaldinho is a creative playmaker, but Schneider plays more like a Hullet type. Where he helps a bit defensively and then has the long shots, has insane passing, insane free kicks. This is a very younger version. The older one, this is a very young Wesley Schneider. You got some big boy strikers. Of course, Puyol, if you like him at center back. But if I didn't get Rio, I would want Wesley out of these single boosted cards. Rooney and Ronaldo and Messi are going to be 114 rated. These two are going to be 114. How do you know? Are you talking about Rooney and Aguero, or are you talking about Messi and Ronaldo? I know the rank isn't on here, but sometimes there's other leaks. So I'm assuming you're talking about... Yeah, these are... Notice they have the orange booster here. Look, this dude said for free. In what world are you living in, brother? In what world are you living in? For free, come on. It's Koinami for a reason. I'm trying to read some of these. Oh, it's Foot Easy versus Tarito. Man, that's going to be insane. And then Aguero. So it's going to be crazy. Here's the world champion. Finally, Rooney has a smile. And 2 Brazilian players are the champs. Congrats to both. Gotta love it. I like that clear trophy, too. You know, no new PvP modes. Baba Yaga, you're not wrong, bro. The game's definitely not dead, though. The game's definitely not dead. Look at Rooney on his phone. Rooney's like, hey, I can't speak a word of fucking Thai. I don't know what they're saying. Look at this. That looks fucking cool, though, dude. I'd love to get some merch, some eFootball merch. The game's definitely not dead, though, bro. Here's why it's not dead. It's a tournament versus AI or against other people, too. It's definitely not AI. Like, we can use it. We can set up friend tournaments, so we could use it for the OG Cups. So that's what I loved about it. It said you can set it up, or you can go in, but I don't know if you can just go in against strangers and do random cups. It didn't say much about that. Here, you guys want to go back in? Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out.
Coming soon. Now to introduce some new gameplay.
New game features.
We will make changes so that following the season update, users can shoot with a volley by entering a stunning shot when they have a shooting chance.
So, in case you guys didn't catch that, if you want to do a volley, you can set them up now, basically. All those crosses, those dink crosses are little. So now when you do that, you hit a stunning shot when the ball's in the air like that, you can hit a volley. Now, I don't know if you're going to have like acrobatic finishing, because that was how you had to do a volley before. But it's saying if you enter a stunning shot when the ball's in the air, you'll do a volley, and they use Rooney's sensational bike
With the ball in midair.
to show.
In that same kind of situation,
I would love to recreate that. They better not make it too crazy, because you see the ground he covered. Now, is that realistic? Yes, he did that in real life, but you start giving that to all these players. Holy shit, good luck defending this shit. You know, I agree, Baba Yaga. Yeah, so the only reason the game won't die is because the football itself is still the very best. But you're not wrong. But that's why you got to join. I know I'm plugging here, but I'm not lying. That's why you got to join what we're doing over here, because we have our own leagues, our own cups, and it's just going to get more and more. So there's going to be 4 leagues at a time, 8 leagues at a time, 2 cups at a time on the weekends. So we have the champions, foot champs, with real life rewards for different skill levels too. We have the leagues. That's our whole process. So that's why I'm trying to blow this thing up numbers-wise, because then we can have a Division 4 league, a Division 5 league, a Division 2 league, a Division 1 league. Eventually, if we do get truly enough, you can earn promotion and relegation based on your finish. And then, of course, the cups will be skill level oriented. Then a lot, of course, will be just as because we'd have to get way more money to do rewards for every league winner, every cup, but you'll know which ones you're playing for with gift card rewards, with jersey rewards, different restrictions. Does it suck Konami didn't just do this? Of course it does, of course. But we'll take advantage of the beautiful football that we love. So a volley on stunning shots is the only in-game thing they pretty much added. On the pitch. By the way, even if you don't have any other licenses besides the fact that they can show this jersey, why not sell this jersey? Why not sell it? If you have to, take off the Man United logo and sell it for 50 cents or $1. I would buy this kit in a heartbeat because I don't like the newer Man U kits. So I'm wearing fucking AC Milan 4th and 5th kits, which are sick, by the way. But as a Man U fan, guys, release this, even if it's just red, black, and white. Just a simple color scheme.
We have redesigned how the daily game is played every day. We will provide some thrilling gameplay that is quick and easy to learn. We hope you're looking forward to that.
So now instead of logging in and doing a PK, you'll log in and it'll say like, score from a volley, score from a blitz curler, score from a corner. And if you succeed, you get the you get the spaces like you scored a PK. If you can't succeed, you get the spaces like you missed a PK.
That too.
Which is kind of crazy. The PK no longer, whatever his name is, taking PKs every day. It's going to be kind of a weird thing to get used to.
That concludes this short.
I couldn't believe that was it. When they said that was it, it's like, well, somebody's fucking joking with us. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Daily Pins, right. Tonight's your last. Well, no. It will be in August. So count down your PKs. Take advantage of them while you can, because they are gone after this. But yeah, that was it. And then, of course, the new. Now, let's look at some of these other epics coming. Let's look at this. So outside of this, so let's look. Who do you guys think? You got any guesses? A Brazilian, a Croatian, a German. Was that Ecuador and Belgium? Wait, this is tonight as well, guys. Holy shit. So this is going to be a deep pack. So you're going to have either 250 pack. This is going to be it's going to be Messi and Ronaldo, 3 Showtime skills each. And then these guys, we got, yeah, Castolo is going to be gone. Modric, James Rodriguez, anybody else? This could be Courtois or KDB. Yeah, they didn't give us much of a hint, only the nation. But 5. And these could be like regular Showtimes, like Beast Showtimes. Maybe not, but they could be. Neymar, Casemiro in there. No, they just released a Neymar. I doubt another Neymar. They literally just released one. But we'll have to see. It's going to be crazy. So if it's living legends, though, then you're right. Like a Modric, Neymar with his upcoming, like last World Cup, De Bruyne. That could make sense. Who would Germany's be like? Kimmich? Who would Germany's? And then Croatia, of course, Modric. And then, see, this is where I'm an idiot. Is this El Salvador? What is this? Venezuela. Sorry, this is Venezuela, right? My geography sucks. Sorry, guys. But Cuadrado, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, no kidding, Cooperman. You're right. They pretty much, quote-unquote, just release like every card. You're not wrong. So, you're right. What I'm saying, throw it out the window. I think you're probably right with what you're saying. Neuer for Germany. That makes sense. So, I think if it's going with that theme of, like, living legends, that makes sense. That makes sense totally. All right. Before we move forward, Colombia. I said Venezuela, El Salvador. And it's freaking Colombia. Venezuela, El Salvador. New York City. All right. So, the moment you guys have been waiting for. And I'm going to go into Twitch right now, my channel where I'm live. Let me pause this so you can't hear in the background. 95, man. I've never been a big Twitch guy. My main people that watch are on YouTube and stuff, but we're gonna start blowing this up, or trying to. But this is where I'm picking the winner from. August 9th, enjoy free. Okay, first founder. Okay, whatever. Alright, so now we go to see, this is how not used to Twitch, or yeah, Twitch I am. Hold on. Let's see. I'm about to pick the winner for our first ever giveaway. Once I figure out if Twitch has what I'm looking for. Hold on. Creator dashboard analytics. Creator dashboard analytics. Analytics or community. Follower list. All right, here we go. Randomly scrolling. I'm going to count to 9. My football number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Zyra mid only. No idea who this is. 11 followers. Zyra mid only. The very first winner of the giveaway. Now, if this Zyra mid only does not answer by 12 noon, we move on. Why do I say that? Because if you're following all of my socials, and it's 8 a.m. where I'm at, if you're following all of my socials, then without a doubt, on a big day like this for eFootball, if you're truly following, you would see it by 12 noon. That's even giving you some good grace, right? So if not, we re-pick. But Zyra mid only, congratulations. That's how this will go, guys, indefinitely. The bigger we get, the more giveaways. Now I want to announce some cool things that I'm going to be doing as well. Okay, I'm going to be doing goals of the week. So make sure under highlights you are picking. Make sure under highlights for eFootball on the Discord, you are putting down your goals, all right? Because as you put them down, we will start watching them. We will do giveaways for gift cards. So once, let's say it was somebody on here. Let's say it was Timosaic, Yossi, Renegade Kami. I would literally say, what console do you play on, or do you play on Steam? He would say what he plays on. Then I would go in, I would get a gift card, and I would give him the code privately, and boom, he goes and does what he wants with it. It's that simple. Go spend the night, go spend whenever, right? And I will consistently be doing this. For the league winner, same thing. Like right now, Renegade Kami's in first place. If he keeps that all the way up to the end, the moment he wins, he lets me know which system. I get the gift card. I give him the code. It's that simple, guys. If you wanted it in cash form, what the channel has, I have O Gamester FC Business Cash App. And then, do I have an OG? I can't remember if I have an OG Venmo. But if you wanted to turn it into cash, I have no problem doing it if it's easy. I'm not going to go download something else. I'm not going to go. You'd have to have what we have for the channel. But I have no problem you doing whatever you want with the money. So, giveaway first winner ever, Zyra mid only. If they can answer by 12 noon. So I'm going to put it right now. Zyra mid only. In the general. Giveaway winner. Twitch sub. Zyra mid only. DM me by noon, or I pick a new winner. Congrats. Zyra mid only. So let me put this same thing in a YouTube post. And I just want to give you guys a breakdown. I'll always do it on live so no one can be like, oh, that's your boy. That's how he won. Nope. I'm always going to do it on live so you guys can see this firsthand. So if I go to my channel, go to posts, boom, and there it is. So if he's following me on all socials, he should be able to see this. And if not, we re-pick a winner. And I'm just going to let you guys know right now, it's going to be Twitch again. So make sure you're subbed on everything. Make sure you're subbed on everything. Then for the goals of the week, that will always be through Discord. There's going to be future giveaways bolstered for our Discord community because we have the best community in the world. And that's how we're going to keep going. So that's where we're at. I don't know. I wish the Connect was a little deeper, a little bit better. We still have so much to learn, so much to do in the game. When I release all the content I'm releasing in this game, guys, it's because this right here, in this screen alone, there's so much to learn. You'll see my video coming out at noon. I guarantee 90+% of you don't look at what I'm about to show you guys at noon. Guarantee it. And there's so much more of that. And then if you put in the time to learn these sort of things, that's where you get the edge in this game. And that's where the game has its fun. Which is why when we create our leagues and cups, it gives more of a purpose. Because I get not having that purpose. I get when you put in the time to learn, you want to have more to play for. 100% correct. And that's where Konami is dropping the ball without a doubt. But we have enough people even already to get our own thing going and get tons of games in if we want to now competing. We'll see if the tournament is PvP. I highly doubt it. I bet they'll add events that are kind of tournament mode like. But it looks like it's more of a, hey, if you and your buddies get together, now we have a built-in tournament. You don't have to just keep track yourself, which is what we do for the leagues and cups anyway. I mean, either way for us. So it's not this huge addition if it's not PvP, but it didn't look like it. That's what we were actually checking, wasn't it? But we'll have to see. Big Phil just got up. He said he's getting on. People are getting in games right now. I mean, this is why I love this Discord, guys. So, trust me, don't think that Discord, you guys will be getting a ton of your own special stuff. But when you get in here, I mean, look at this. Let's see what everyone's saying. What the fuck is dual link up? I'm so happy I didn't buy a manager yet. Which, that's a good call, Prima Tally. It'll be a way to see other link ups. It's just always 24/7. Been enjoying using them with theme squads. Orange booster is not that bad. Can anyone explain? I'm very slow. It's just 24/7. You can get the help. You can get games in, right? I mean, I absolutely love it, dude. Everyone sharing stuff, talking about it. Like, you don't have this anywhere else. Like, I know there's other eFootball communities out there, and that all you see on there is like, when are the new cards coming out? Oh, can someone? Oh, that build looks cool, or But we're literally talking football 24/7 in every single area, right? Tournaments, leagues, every single area. So put your highlights in here. This is where I'll be picking the goals from, right? Let's check out somebody else's random goal. Let's go to, not my own. Let's see what Smooker's got here. Little Blizzy. Ooh, sick nasty. Central area Blizzy from Messi. Bravo. Right? So we simply watch that, and then boom, we do giveaways, right? Let's see what Kami's got cooking here. Man, look at that beautiful mofo right there in the bottom. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. That was funny. It's not a goal. He's pissed off. He's pissed because, guys, and we've all been there, he's pissed because he can't move. And that's where I was at the other day on live, too. I thought that was a goal, Kami. My bad. I didn't mean to show you like that. But that was funny right away. I go, what do we got from Kami? And he goes, this game is fucking ass. Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, Division, it's fun, but it's playing like absolute dog shit. Yeah, I've been there. That's sad that a lot of these clips are like that, right? But that's the game. Just gave this man belt to ass. Let's see what Zizou put here. See, like the ball movement, the pace of the game, like whenever I watch stuff like this, it makes me immediately want to go play, dude. Makes me immediately want to go play. Let's see if our winner shows up. Honestly, guys, I have not seen that name. Beamer, love it. Ragnar, love it. Thanks for pushing the community, boys. I love it. I'm just reading this now live. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, yeah, man. Yeah, Kami's exposed forever. It said that was so much funny. Or that was so much funny. That was so funny. I'm talking like English isn't my native language. Guys, I do not know that name, so be ready for a backup. But you saw how I did it. You saw how I did it. Just in case you missed how I rolled, I literally went in, and then let me change this. I literally went into Twitch. Here's the follower list, and I literally randomize it. All right. So I'll count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, and this is who I landed on. So if I was just doing it right here, 1 Instinct 4G. That's how I do it every single time. Right? Then, if I go to Kick, I'll do the same thing in Kick. If I go to Discord, I'll do the same thing in Discord. But I got a lot of special stuff set up for Discord as well on the side. I'm even considering, just to make it an even cooler experience for everybody, I'm considering in the future potentially doing only Discord streams. And then our tournaments and leagues are ran through there anyways. And that's sort of the headquarters. But I have to wait and see what people want. A lot of people don't want to, like, if I charge like $2 a month just because that couple dollars is just a way to, all the trolling shit, all the spammy shit, it gets rid of all that. But some people, just the thought of paying anything, they're like, fuck that. And I get it, dude. I totally understand it. So we'll see. I'm going to look at the feedback. It's literally the community's decision, not mine. I have a voting thing here. 9 votes so far. And most people are like, fuck that. Which I get. I'll show you right here live. But that's how we do it. Now, this isn't enough people to really decide on. I want at least 90% to consider it a good poll. how I'm going to get to 90%, because a lot of people don't even see this. I don't know. But if you guys have comments on any of this stuff, make sure you go under this poll in my Discord and let me know, hey, to make it more of a community thing, I suggest you do this. Hey, I like the idea of you streaming only in Discord, weeding out whatever people for $2 a month. Oh, no, don't do that. Whatever it is, man, this is your guys' thing. Like, this is what I go by. I don't keep anything private. I'm going to make every decision here. And if you guys want to be more involved, like my boy Smooker, somebody like, we have a membership, and then you can join our coaching staff, right? So there's tons of stuff on here. Let me click off this real quick, though, because it looks like I got something in the coaching staff page right now. Let me read it. But everything's going to be your decisions on this channel. So I think with our leagues and cups, the one good thing about this announcement is it's more important than ever that we're doing what we're doing. Let's answer this question for my boy Smooker real quick. He says, do you think Mateus can work instead of Hullet in the same position? I don't really have a whole player at the CMF that I can rely on. For the formation you play with, it's similar setup to how I play both, but I go 3 AMFs instead. Absolutely. Absolutely. But without whole player, you just won't get as many darting runs forward. Johnny 5035, welcome, bro. I just saw you joined up. Welcome. I usually miss these, so I just seen you join live. Welcome to the community. Or wait, haven't you been in here? There must be a different Johnny. There's probably a million, dude. We're growing by the minute, guys. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. I love it. I want to take a look at some of this stuff on X. Holy crap! I didn't know we've been on there for an hour and a half either. Let's see some of the reactions. Let's see some of what people are saying. Okay. Custom tournaments. Players will be able to create their own competitions with 100% custom rules. So guys, this is what we're going to center, it looks like, OG Cup Series out of. If they give us enough customization options. But someone was asking earlier, yes, this looks like it is only a verse AI thing. More for like communities like us, so it does benefit us. But guys, you know what's crazy? Tell me that cup. I want you to look at this. Tell me that cup right there. Hold on. Doesn't look like the OG logo, dude. Tell me. I mean, it's crazy. One second. Let me see if I can find this. General, boom. Cup Series. I'd have to scroll way up. Way up. Oh, no, I got it. I figured it out. View your channel. Look in that bottom left corner, guys. You'll have to like scroll in, or no, I think it's down here. I made it bigger. Let's see. It's somewhere in here. Hold on. Hopefully you guys are checking these out, man. There's some good stuff in there that can really help a lot of players out. All right. Where's our own tournaments at? It should be somewhere. Hold on. Best tactics, crushes, Spain build. Didn't I do the League and Cups video? Am I crazy? We made our own modes. I'm an idiot. I was scrolling right past it. Look at the Cup Series logo right here on the right. Just to the left of my pointer right here. Okay? Just pay attention to that. Look at the trophy, and then let's go back into here. Now look at this. Look at that trophy. And then look, it even has the two lips on the side, guys. Tell me that's not crazy. Maybe I really do know King Konami, and you guys just... I'm turning it to a joke, but maybe I really do. Look at my trophy. Of course, it's got the OG. It's copyrighted, so Konami couldn't use it. They asked. I said, no way. They didn't have enough money to pay me to take it. And then, boom, look what's in the game. They stole my trophy, guys. They stole my trophy. Look at this, up close. Look at that. The only difference is it doesn't say OG in the middle. Nah, I'm just playing, but yeah. Isn't that crazy? Users will be able to host their own tournaments or take part in one held by another user. Look, you can make all of this. Uniform ratings for players. Oh my God, you can put the restrictions in. You can put restrictions in. Let's see, I don't know about all of them. Condition. You can make the conditions of the players too different for home and away. Is that what that is? The conditions of each team's players, guys? Uniform ratings, team restrictions, category. What's category for? Hold on, let me go back down. Choose restrictions based on the category. Club teams or nationality. That's cool. So we could do like an all Jamaican tournament. Jamaican me happy. Right? All Real Madrid. And then here's what it looks like. And then you get an actual celebration at the end. Interesting. I mean, it's not a bad ad for sure. It's not a bad ad for sure. But other than that, let's do a little refresh here. Users can shoot with the volley by entering a stunning shot. Yeah, similar to PES. So they at least went PES that way, but they should have went more PES with the customization. So the biggest thing out of this whole Connect, and this is not a good thing, is these crazy big time cards that are coming tonight with Ronaldo and Messi, which is insane. Why would they even insult our intelligence and leave Ronaldo blank, though? You see what I mean? Like, nobody in the fucking world is wondering who the person on the right is, bro. If they okey-doke us, then congrats. Oh, you okey-doked us, but it's fucking Ronaldo. And why would they do a little, oh, guess who it is here? It would be like leaving the left side blank. Like, are we dumb, bro? Like, unless you live under a rock, you know exactly who's coming. What's interesting, though, is why does the Ronaldo card look so much better? Is that going to be the Messi card, guys? A picture, actually, instead of, like, the actual big-time background? Or is that an error on the like, their AI screwed up, I think, and they didn't check it. I mean, I kind of like the full art, though. It's something different, right? What do you guys think? Do you want the big-time background, like, on the right? That's more AI looking? Or do you like the left that's more realistic looking? Where it's got the actual stadium lights and stuff in the background. The new formation, somebody in the chat said, the new formation edits are crazy. You can go with a 3-6-1 or 2-6-2 when you have the ball. Then switch back to a prime Haram ball 6-3-1. As soon as you lose possession, this is going to be fucking crazy, especially with the new play style. That's what Random was talking about. That's what... But guys, I'm telling you, dude, what people are not thinking about, okay? Like, you can tell who knows football and who doesn't on these right in here. What these guys on here aren't, and Random's 100% right. That's what people are going to do. He's 1,000% right. I'm talking about these the Haram ball assholes that are, oh my God, I'm going to play 10 center backs. Once you win the ball, you stupid fuck, right? You ratty piece of shit. You need to be able to immediately pass it because you're going to have pressure on you. And even if you didn't initially, your players are going to have to build out from whatever Haram ball rat bullshit you put them in. And if you put 10 center backs, for instance, or whatever the fuck, you're going to greatly decrease your chances of continuing to possess the ball, right? So you have to think about that. What's your transition look like from what you're playing to what? Like, oh, I can move Suarez into center back. Yeah, I could do that defensively, sure. Right? And we don't even know how the attributes will be. Like, will they, if you do that, will they all take a hit? Like, if I move Ronaldinho back right now on my team here, right? If I move Ronaldinho back to next to in between Van Dijk and Zambrotta, I take a huge hit. I'll take a huge hit. So, you know, we don't know if that will happen still. Let's just say it doesn't, though. Let's say I move Ronaldinho back here, and then I win the ball with Zambrotta. Okay, cool. So now I got to wait for my whole team to get into this shape before I can actually work the ball up. Do you really think an opponent is just going to sit there and, you know what I mean? You're going to have to be somewhat smart about it. I'm not saying it can definitely strengthen your defense and offense, but I don't think it's going to be as goofy as people think. But Random's right. You see it already. All the Haram ball guys are like, oh my God, this is what I wanted. Let them think that until we just start smoking them. Because skill still prevails, and these losers are always going to exist, ruining the game, unfortunately. Which is the only reason I care. If people ask, like, why do you care how they play? Well, for one, it ruins the game for everybody else. I don't care about them. Their lives are clearly miserable to waste their time in a football game to not even play football. Just to put it into perspective, guys, these are the same people that cheat on family game night, that go golfing with a group of friends, and they shank a shot in the woods, but they throw the ball in the fairway, right? They have a 20-foot putt to make, and they say, "Oh, I can make that. We'll call it good. That I'm gonna pick the ball up. That's finished. I gotta, They write down the score wrong. They take strokes off their score every time, and you don't even they don't get invited anywhere. You don't want to play with them. Damn near beat them with a golf club because they turn the outing boring and pointless because they just cheat the whole time. I learned this valuable lesson, guys, a long time ago. I was playing Uno with my grandpa. He went to take a leak. He came back and he saw me rearranging the cards so that when he dealt, I would get all the good cards. Well, he caught me doing it, and he laid into me. He's a retired Marine Corps captain. I think I just did him dirty. Might have been even higher. He was extremely decorated. And he laid into me, dude. And he basically said, if you're not a real competitor and you just want a win without earning it, just tell me and I'll pat you on the back and call you a winner, because it's just about the same, and that way we don't have to waste our time. And I was a young kid, and it made sense to me. The fun is in the competition, right? The fun is in the competition. So these assholes who are trying to find every exploit, who see something new coming instead of thinking the good stuff about it or how it can help the game or play better football or anything, they're immediately thinking of ways to cut corners and get the result without competing. Well, motherfucker, just tell me before the game if you're a piece of shit like that, and I'll leave the game, bro. You can literally, that way I save my time. Then I can go and play against someone that wants to compete, that's a real competitor, not some no balls having just total failure in life that wants a win without earning it, which is why they're a failure. And this isn't me being mean, but you got to think, I've been in these games a long time, guys. I've been in online since freaking the inception of online gameplay. I've seen what ruined these games, and there's two factors: the developer and what they put in the game when you're playing it, and then also the players and how they play the game. I've seen these absolute rat losers using exploits that chase away players that single-handedly destroy games because people eventually say, what's the point? So that's why I go so hard on them. You know, I get the name calling isn't the most mature. But these assholes who will be like, oh, you're just mad because you lost the game, so you're saying that, or you're just mad at them because they beat you or something. Well, no shit. They're all but cheating. But no one gives a shit about that. I've lost to plenty of people that are in my community right now, and I've beat plenty that are in my community. None of us care. We just want to play good football. And then, of course, yeah, once you're playing good football, you're a competitor. You want to win. But first and foremost, you have to be competing in a way that it matters. I'm going to grab a drink real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I guess we should go over something very important right now, guys, because whether you're free to play or not, we have to discuss putting in money for these cards right here, boys. We have to. So let's think about this without even seeing. This is a 250 card box, okay? Forget about Aguero and Rooney, which, by the way, these cards just shit on. Not saying you couldn't play all four, but these cards just shit all over those cards. I'm not saying they're not going to look good too. Unless you go Rooney, Messi, Aguero, Ronaldo. But Ronaldo and Messi shit all over it. So for me, without a doubt, Ronaldo is going to be a forward. Right? It's not baby Messi. It's not Ronaldo where he played the wing. This is going to be center forward Ronaldo. And it looks like World Cup level Messi. Who, guys, they were starting Messi on that right side. Cutting in. They moved him around a bit. So either way, you're looking at attacking mid and a center forward. Or two center forwards. One poacher, advanced striker. And then the other either creative playmaker, whole player. No, they better not do prolific winger or roaming flank. I think that would be stupid. But you know they're going to be insane unless they give him a throwaway Showtime skill. Like Messi has Fortress as his third Showtime skill. So if you've never spun before, Messi plays insane in this game. He feels unreal on the ball. He has hidden Messi strength. And Ronaldo is phenomenal. He plays like a hybrid type of beast player. I mean, these two cards right here are insane, right? So what will the first and foremost thing is they're going to be fully boosted. So this 104 is going to change. Guys, you guys were saying something earlier about players that are going to be like 114. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Rooney and Aguero or Messi and Ronaldo? And where am I missing this 114 thing at? What am I missing here? They using the same AI. Cooper, I know. That's so funny. Sorry, I'm a little behind. That's so funny. These motherfuckers are stealing my Allen Iverson. Phil and Rom, are they playing right now? Are Phil and Rom playing right now? Dude, that's why I gotta get on my game, boys. We could be watching that. Hold on, let's see. We can watch a live league game. Let's see, Phil. Shout out to all my boys that are creators for eFootball 2. From Rock to Renegade Kami to my boy Phil Scores. I don't think he's live, guys. Are they playing in the Discord? Nope. I might have missed it, unfortunately. All right, so let's go back to talking about these players, because I think that even if you have to go ask Mama for like $50, if there's ever a time to do it, because remember, there's 5 other Showtime cards coming too, that at worst are going to look like this. Remember, this isn't a World Cup pack. This is a Living Legends pack. Okay? We didn't see a France player in there, so no Mbappe. No Ballon or record-breaking Mbappe card, which is crazy. Broke several records, not just most goals scored in World Cup history, but also like back-to-back World Cups, like back-to-back Golden Boot winners, shit like that. Yeah, Smooker, if you can get them to share it, we'll watch it live. That'd be dope, dude. Phil, if you're in here, or who's he playing? Rom? Yeah, Rom, if you're in here, let us know. We'll watch it live. Guerrero and Rooney. They're in the store. Let's see. eFootball Hub. Yep, here we go, guys. Oh, Rooney. Oh, here they are. We got the players. Here it is, guys. You guys are in for a video now, boys. You guys are in for a full review. We were right about it. James Rodriguez. If you guys don't know, go to Netflix and watch the James Rodriguez documentary. He is such an impressive player. I would love a James Rodriguez card. He is a legendary player. Legendary player. He kind of has a little bit of an attitude at Real Madrid. The owner loved him, but he would get into it elsewhere. You got to look up James Rodriguez. I would love it. Oh, let's get into this, boys. Live build breakdown. Shout out to my boy, Junior. He just hooked it up. Are the stats there yet? Nope, not fully. That's okay. That's okay. We don't need that. We don't even need that. We just seen. Okay, here we go. Let's get ready, boys. First off, I like eFootBase better, so let me see if they have it out yet. Even though they haven't built out their whole website yet, I can use both because they have these watered down. But see the difference, guys? You see the difference in players? Look at this. Messi's a 90. Ronaldo's only 87. There ain't no way. Deep lying forward. Goal is a poacher. I was right. So if you know how to utilize poachers, if you don't, is this Ronaldo? So the other Ronaldo guys from the World Cups and advanced striker makes much more runs. Right? A poacher is going to play similar to a target man / deep lying forward type of player with only some runs, but you're going to have to trigger a lot. Very good in possession. In long ball counter, he can be annoying. A poacher can be annoying because there's going to be sharp diagonals that you'll want to run that you wouldn't be able to. So I prefer an advanced striker, truthfully, over a poacher. That's my own take, but some people prefer poacher. Then let's see what this color is. A target man, of course. Destroyer, Puyol. What's Schneider? Whole player Schneider. That would be a nasty little hole player. Who is wanting a hole player? My boy Smooker. If you get that Schneider. So this is Fox in the Box's poacher in the in US. And then a build up Rio, but again, only one Showtime. What are these single boosted? Oh, no, they're not single. I'm an idiot, bro. I'm an idiot, guys. I was totally reading this wrong. I thought that looked silly. I think somebody put the cards wrong. Here's this tie striker, by the way, that people were talking about. Let me know if you got him, if he's any good. So, watered down cards. Of course, Rooney, there's no Aguero in here yet. Is there Aguero's in here? Yes. So, look at the difference, though. You see the difference between these watered down cards and what they give us? Paid players? Free players. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. What's Aguero going to be? A poacher as well. Rooney's going to be a DLF, right? DLF. Who you could put in that central position in my 4-3-2-1 easily. Well, now I changed it. Now it's a 4-2-3-1, and they would make it more of a 4-2-2, but still, because Rooney checks back a lot. I would have much rather seen Aguero as an advanced striker. Again, poachers can work, but let's see, De Bruyne, creative playmaker. Let's see, what they give James Rodriguez? Kind of a lower overall score. Creative playmaker. Nay, if you missed the last one, you guys were right when I said, oh, they just dropped Nay, but they just dropped all these cards. Roaming flank, Neymar. Interesting. Modric. I love Luka, by the way. Orchestrator. But he's going to be kind of a Pirlo. If you have a Pirlo, it's kind of like, unless you just love Modric. And then, of course, Manuel Neuer. Now, OGs will remember this. Not really OGs. It wasn't that old. But he has directing defense. Visionary pass as well, guys. And he comes with weighted pass as well. One-touch pass. Low lofted. Dude. They monstered up some of these cards. What does Modric have? Phenomenal pass. They don't have his other Showtime unless he doesn't have one. What does Neymar have? Blitz curler Neymar, guys. There you go. If you missed out, or if you don't like the last Neymar because he doesn't have a Blizzy, this one has a Blizzy. An acceleration burst in Blizzy, the one that I have in my team. 107 rated, but he has acceleration burst, but then he has magnetic feet, so 2 dribblers. So this one could very well be better. But he's roaming flank. Mine's prolific winger, but you play him with no. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, you play with no play style. Yep, and he can play AMF right off the bat, it looks like. 89 rated. What does James Rodriguez have? A Blizzy? They gave James edge crossing and blitz curler, bro. What? Edged crossing and blitz curler. So they're trying to get you to play him a little out wide or be able to do a little dinker edge cross. Creative playmaker, edged crossing, and a Blizzy. Very interesting. How did I miss? Modric doesn't have 2? Phenomenal pass, or they forgot to add it or something. De Bruyne as a creative playmaker. De Bruyne cards are always tough to translate to being sick in game because he has that elite passing. But he's kind of like a Rooney. You can't get all the intangibles. Same with Haaland. Visionary pass and low screamer. This Messi's got, of course, it's going to be what? Magnetic feet, edged crossing, and momentum dribbling, guys. No Blizzy on this Messi. I mean, he did get some crossing assists. So edged crossing, momentum dribbling, and magnetic feet. Interesting. Momentum dribbling, edge crossing, and magnetic feet. Huh. So he's going to be like, dude, think about that. In the final third, he gets a dribbling boost. Magnetic feet bolsters his stats even more for when he's on the ball. with 1 to 4 defenders in a close area. But then edge crossing should be replaced for blitz curler, and this would be a must-have Messi. But he's got good physical contact at his base. Obviously, elite dribbling, elite passing, elite finishing. I mean, it's going to be hard not to get him. You just won't have the blizzy. And, dude, you guys all know how big of a weapon that blitz curler is. Now, let's see Ronaldo as a poacher. Bullet header, phenomenal finishing, and low screamer. And if you're wondering what the World Cup ones have, Messi, again, blitz curler, phenomenal pass. And the Ronaldo, he had low screamer and phenomenal finishing. So they just added bullet header to Ronaldo. But Messi they took away, but they gave him much higher rating. Phenomenal finishing is huge. I wish they would have gave him like attacking surge. So it's going to be interesting. Yep, with a knock-on, you get a free blizzy. That's true. If you guys don't know what a knock-on is, you just hold R1 on PlayStation 5 controller. Hold R1 and press the right stick in the direction you want to knock the ball on, then immediately shoot. If you do that on a curling shot, you almost get a better animation than a blitz curler. Literally. So just, if you're coming from the wings as you're receiving it, just hold R1, push the right stick forward, the ball will go out just a bit, and then you power up that blizzy. If you go working on it in the training grounds, you got a free blitz curler. Honestly, better than a blitz curler, but you guys don't take my word for it. Go test it. Good shout, Smook. Good shout, buddy. Not all the time. Like, you have to really get used to doing knock-ons first, because it's easier said than done to set it up. Because, like, for instance, I like going from a chop turn straight into a blitz sometimes. But let's do this review. Let's dive into these. Let's really talk about this here. Let's really talk about these players here. We got to give it the proper intro, too. What's up, everybody? I am live on stream right now. The boys are all on, paying attention. You guys are obviously here because you want to know what I think of these players, so let's dive straight into it. First, I always got to start here, and I want to let everyone know on stream because I know there's free-to-play players on here. These players down here, if you look at the difference, even just a few points, then you add the fact that both Ronaldo and Messi have 3 Showtime skills. You look at the fact that all the rest of these players have 2. And then the free giveaway players, 1 Showtime skill. Not to mention a bit lower in the stat area. As these top cards keep getting bolstered, the free cards are continuously lower tier. Even for huge events like this. Showtime cards in this pack releasing tonight. But I will say it is better than just having those 3 top cards and the rest you don't care about, right? So they essentially gave you 4 more. They over doubled it in this pack if you're paying. But it still doesn't help you free-to-play players. So as far as the treasure link goes, obviously the card that you want is Rio. Many believe he is the best center back in the entire game. He's build up. He has aerial fort. We can't quite see his best. Well, yeah, you can right here. Here's his build. I would go around the 95s here. Add to his acceleration here. And this is with Spalletti. So obviously take it with a grain of salt. But just to give you a general idea. And you still have a couple points to work with. Right? So you're sacrificing just with a little bit less overall points at 104 instead of like a 106. You're sacrificing some acceleration and speed. You're still going to have the full defensive stats. But guess what? You better believe if my boy Ferdinand had a second Showtime skill, it would be something like long reach tackle or shadow hunt. In fact, the best Ferdinand you could release would be shadow hunt and long reach tackle at 106, 107. And you potentially have the very best build-up center back in the game. But of course, they don't give you that. Then the rest of these cards, it goes without saying. You can just see the overalls. Not to mention the 1 Showtime, which is always bullet header. Let's see here. That could just be a mistake. There's none listed there for Kohler. Let's just see for Van Basten. Van Basten, nothing there Showtime skill-wise. I hope that's not the case. Let's hope it's not only Rio that gets a Showtime skill out of these cards. But so far, we don't see any Showtime skills with these other Treasure Link players. Just Rio, and it's just Aerial Fort. So, you see what I'm saying? I feel for you, free-to-play players. And then it's the same thing with the Aguero, or with all these cards. The only difference is Rooney and Aguero do have 2 Showtime skills each. You have Blitz Curler and Low Screamer on Aguero. He does reach the maxed out statistics in the most important areas, right? You have the 95 finishing, 97 offensive awareness. This is right off the rip without messing with anything. 90 speed, 95 acceleration. I mean, this is still an elite card, and he goes to about 105. This is with Martinez as a manager, so this can change. What I would do here, let's see. Physical, I could take that down to 80. See if we can get this possession up a bit. Nope. So, low passing, nothing there. Physical, if we brought this further down to, let's say, 77, what could we get the passing to? Just a little higher. We can get the passing, 97. I really just need dribbling. So I would add potentially a dribbling second Showtime skill. A tight possession second Showtime skill to try to hit that 90 threshold. If not, 89 will be just fine. Right? A low pass at 70, it's fine. You need to just add 1 touch pass and through passing to him. And let's see if he has either one. 1 touch pass, through pass. He doesn't. Fighting Spirit, first time shot. Outside curler is nice to have right off the bat. Double touch, so you'll need flip flap, soul control. They didn't even give him 2 of the 3, which is sad. So I would go flip flap, soul control, and then 1 time pass and through passing for sure. And then the 5th one, let's see. He has Fighting Spirit. The 5th one you could add Marseille turn, scissors, something like that, because he does have the blitzer to set that up, and then the low screamer. So insane card, very Romario-esque card. He's a poacher here, but remember, 3 Showtime skill. Ronaldo is a poacher. 2 totally different players here. Obviously, Ronaldo's got the overall stats better, but that doesn't mean everything, right? I want to show you guys an example just real quick here. Let me go in here. So, look at this Yamal card real quick. Right? 91 finishing, 90 offensive awareness. But then he's got like the 95, 97 speed and acceleration. Maxed out dribbling at all 95s, 94 tight possession, 89 low pass, physical contact 76. But Messi at 103, you're going to think he's much worse, right? Well, look at some key areas here. 91 offensive awareness, 95 finishing, so significantly better than Yamal. Obviously, Yamal's quicker, better on the ball, but Messi's still very good in those areas and better physical contact, which is tremendously helpful. And then there's some other stats, hint, torso, that you have to look at that matter for balance and staying on the ball too and being good under pressure with defenders. But this Messi card, in some ways, can be better than Yamal. Overall, is Yamal better? Yes. But just because Messi's significantly lower rated and not fully boosted, because I don't have a bunch of Argentina players, doesn't mean he isn't better in some areas still, and doesn't mean he can't still be elite. So don't just look at the overall ratings, right? Do not get caught in that trap, okay? But I wish those players were higher. So then you go to a Ronaldo, the other poacher available, but you have to pay for Ronaldo. Remember, Aguero and Rooney, you'd have to pull, right? And there is no guarantees there, but let's say you pay, you get a ridiculous Ronaldo, right? That's going to be what, 110, 112 rated, something insane. That's going to have phenomenal finishing, a low screamer, and bullet header. So if you have his World Cup card or played against it, that one has phenomenal finishing and low screamer, So then you just add the bullet header to it, so he's dangerous on crosses as well, right? But the other difference is I prefer advanced striker better. They make many more runs. A poacher away from goal plays a lot like a target man. A lot of times you have to trigger their runs forward. So you just have to be sure that you know how to use a goal poacher. Otherwise, you'll be in game expecting advanced striker movement. And you're going to want your old Ronaldo back if that's the case. You'll have to make sure you understand how their run making works, right? You're going to have to make sure you understand you'll have to play them to the ball or play them to the feet a lot and manually trigger runs. But if you do that and you want a hybrid player that's pretty decent on the ball but still has some strong physical ability, good in the air, not quite a Kohler or a Ibra or a Holland, but also not quite a Romario or a Messi, or you see what I'm saying? Right? And then you have the Messi card, which is very interesting because they removed his blitz curler, cutting in from the left. That's his most dangerous tool. Yes, he's got excellent passing. That's even better here. Yes, he's tremendous on the ball. It's even better here. But you remove that OP blitz curler shot, and then you still can do the knock-on. Shout out to Smooker for reminding us. But it is an important tool that's removed, and they replaced it instead with edged crossing. So he has momentum dribbling, magnetic feet, and edged crossing, whereas the deep lying forward here from the World Cup card had phenomenal passing and blitz curler, right? So they replaced both of those actually. So he's going to be insane on the ball, but then edge crossing. Now think about it. Deep lying forward. So you would have to operate him to even take advantage of that edge crossing. You'd have to operate him as pretty much a no-play style player right off the bat. And considering wingers aren't very prevalent right now with the current meta, that edge crossing might just be a waste. So Ronaldo here looks better because you can use all three of these. You can use phenomenal finishing, bullet header when crossing, and then low screamer in certain instances as well. Although for me, I like low screamers more from deeper midfielders because you have the space to run in. When you're already that close to goal, a lot of times you're not going to want to hit a low screamer, but sometimes you will. But I figured it was going to be something like that. They made it 3 Showtime skills apiece, but it's not like they gave blitz curler, attacking surge, and momentum dribbling or something like that, or blitz curler, attacking surge, and magnetic feet, right? Then you got De Bruyne, a very hard card to translate in game because his vision on the pitch is incredible. It's like Pirlo. So without a doubt, he'll have Pirlo-esque elite passing because he always does and he should. But other than that, he's going to feel a bit clunkier on the ball. This is without the full-on build, right? He's got visionary pass and then low screamer, so he can hit those very De Bruyne-esque long shots. Visionary pass, of course, bolsters the receiver of the pass, gives him better traps, one-touch passing, right? And then you have a better accuracy pass, too, from De Bruyne to your partner, and from your partner to whoever he passes to. So I always love Visionary, but is De Bruyne a card that I want as a creative playmaker? No. There's several others I would choose. Now, a legendary player. If you don't know about James Rodriguez and you have Netflix, he has a great documentary called James. You will probably fall in love with him. Maybe you won't, though. He can be a little showboat-esque. He's had some problems on and off the pitch based on his attitude, but he's just a phenomenal player to watch. A Colombian legend. Yes, I'm going to call myself out, even though you guys didn't, unless you're on the live, you didn't see this. When we were looking at these and guessing, I'm so bad, I didn't even recognize the flag as Colombian. Someone called James Rodriguez, and I literally just glanced over it. But this is huge, guys, because this is a legendary player. Now, what's interesting here is, once again, you have a creative playmaker, kind of like Messi's deep lying forward, where he's got edge crossing, but they gave James Rodriguez the blitz curler, right? They gave him the blitz curler. So you could get away with playing Rodriguez in the wing, but again, there's not a lot of wing play going on. AMF, you could get away from playing him there, but a wider AMF, like in my 4-2-3-1 here, right? He would replace Yamal here. Wrong controller. Yamal here or Ronaldinho. Let's see if they actually have his weak foot proficiency on here or not. Usually, let's see, they don't add them, or you can't until the card comes out. Let's see. Rarely in medium, they do have it. Standard form, he's a standard card as well. Rarely uses weak foot, medium accuracy. He does have incisive run. Amazing run doesn't mean anything because you're controlling the player. There's more on that. My video is coming out at noon, but incisive run does matter, guys. It does matter for PvP because when the AI is controlling Rodriguez on incisive run, he will make darting diagonal runs from the outside in, right? So if you play him, let's see that foot of his. Where am I missing it at? Should be just right there on top. And it doesn't have it. I should know this off the top of my head. Let's check it. Lefty. I thought so, but I don't want to sound like an idiot. And then look, every freaking picture he's striking the ball with his left. Duh. So, yes, you'd have to replace him. So in my team, I was right initially. That's what I get for second guessing myself. But he would replace Yamal in my system. Now this Yamal card, 107 rated. And he has the blitz curler and then momentum dribbling, right? And then James Rodriguez, blitz curler and edge crossing. So it's people who cross more but still cut inside sometimes. That James Rodriguez card can be an absolute menace. An absolute menace. Right? So we'll have to see what he looks like when he fully comes out. And then, of course, the Neymar. Right? The other one, prolific winger. This one, roaming flank. I use him, no playstyle. Most likely you would too. This Neymar, blitz curler. Acceleration burst, just like his other card. But instead of acceleration burst and momentum dribbling, this Neymar has the blitz curler. So you just have to decide. So I'll show you this Neymar here. You just have to decide. For one, if you didn't go for the last Neymar, is it because you don't like Neymar? Is it because whatever reason? You have to just decide if it's worth it to get. But here's the last Neymar. Prolific winger, 107 rated. Acceleration burst and magnetic feet. Man, adding a blitz curler on someone this shifty, guys. I mean, especially if you have the regularly used weak foot and very high precision. So if you're coming from another football game, that's like 5-star weak foot or 99 weak foot, whichever way you typically look at it, right? With a blitz curler and acceleration burst. So if you don't know, you double tap the sprint button. He pushes the ball while sprinting ahead, and man, it's explosive. You could do that into space, even leading to a blitz curl if you want. And you don't even have to necessarily take the blitz curl. I'm just saying we all know how OP it is. And in tight games, it can absolutely pay off. So that Neymar could arguably be better than the last one that was released. Then, of course, you have Modric as an orchestrator. The problem is they don't have any... Oh, no, there it is. They added it. Phenomenal pass on Modric. But only one. Only one Showtime skill for Modric here. I don't know if that's a mistake or not, but as an orchestrator, very, very Pirlo-esque. Not a player that I want in my team, but still could be good. And then you have, of course, Manuel Neuer. Here's the interesting part with Manuel Neuer. He was a big part of the last offensive keeper overhaul when you literally couldn't use offensive keepers because they were coming out doing just stupid stuff. He famously was using the Bayern. It was during the Bayern World Championships where you have all the players using Bayern. And he screwed up so much for several different players, just like selling the game for them coming out in dumb spots. And then they totally fixed offensive keeper. Now it's amazing. So you got a keeper like Manuel Neuer with some insane stats, by the way. As an offensive keeper, he has directing defense, the best keeper. There's only two, but it's definitely better than Spirit Roar. Then he has visionary pass as well. But then they also gave him one-touch pass, weighted pass, and low lofted, and through passing. Literally, low punt, long throws, penalty saver, everything. The only thing he's missing is fighting spirit. I do like to have that on keepers. But other than that, the dude is looking phenomenal, guys. Just his basic stats. So Manuel Neuer, what does he stand height-wise? We have to check that. I do not have a Neuer card. I have a Khan as sort of Buffon's backup. And I love Buffon. Would I ever go for Neuer? Absolutely not. Would I just spin for him? No. But I am a Neuer fan. And could he give Buffon a run for his money? Potentially. His height is 5'9". Oh, that's Neymar. I was like, what the... I was like, there ain't no way. That would be like Campos. 6'4". Okay, absolute beast. Damn, I thought Neuer was more around like 6'2", 6'1", which is still tall, but not like ridiculous. So, dude, this could potentially be, depending on if you like a Manuel Neuer card, one of the best keepers in the game, guys. And they released that Unai Simon or whatever with the Spain pack, which I'll show you real quick here. Guys, just a little bonus. Do not sleep on this card here. Hold on. Latest live update now available. So it's restarting the game. But do not sleep on that card. If you got that card from that Spain pack, super fast keeper, excellent passing, excellent, has a ton of passing abilities too, skills too. He does have Spirit Roar. You'd rather have directing defense, but a very good keeper. A little bit shorter than Neuer, though. I think he's like 6'2", 6'5". Don't hold me to that. But if you have him, don't sleep on him. Give him a shot. So some really good goalkeepers coming out. So with that being said, on this side of things, out of this pack, depending on how many players you could potentially use from it, that's what you have to determine before you spin, is how many of these players would come into your team and make an impact. And then if it's only, let's say, one or two, because usually there's only three total. So if it's two, then that's like, okay, 2 out of 3 is pretty good odds. But if it's only one, let's say it's Ronaldo. Is that Ronaldo good enough? Will he make enough of an impact to still spin and put money into that big of a risk to potentially not get him? That's what you have to decide in eFootball. Is it enough? Is he good enough that it's worth the risk to potentially not get him in your team? Right? If you want every one of these players, then it's a no-brainer. Spin, because you're not going to get this many players typically. If you want 4 or 3 of these players, absolutely spin, because along the way you get some other beast players, but you still want a regular pack full of players, which is typically 3, like I said. In a 250 pack, it's a no-brainer. So that's my take on the pack. You just have to decide. And if you're a free-to-play player, well, you get your nominating contract here. I'm sorry they're a bit watered down. I'm sorry that Konami does that, but it is what it is. And if you're free-to-play and still going, most likely you're a beast, as many free-to-play are. And you can absolutely make do of these players over what you're typically using. So I'm not saying it's not an upgrade for you. Just saying it's BS that you don't get the full-on experience with all the very best cards. So that's my take there. Now let's see this new update here. Let's see what we have. Omar said he just got Aguero with the random chance. You got to leave a picture of it in the Discord, Omar. Join my Discord if you haven't already. We want to see it. Here we go, boys. Let's check it out. Legends Assemble chance deal. Here's everything. Let's see if they're giving us a new 1,000. Let's see. Since it reset. If it does, you'll see it here. If not, no big deal. I'm going to get a drink and then we'll hop back in. By the way, I'm typically a coffee guy, but just so you guys know, these Jolly, no, this is not a sponsorship either, obviously, but these Jolly Rancher C4s are the truth, boys. Nope, you can only get it one time. Figured I'd check, though. May have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. There you go, Jason. Welcome, bro. Make sure you follow the link in my YouTube bio. Join my Discord, bro. We can help you big time. We can help you get on your feet big time. And if you've already joined, welcome. Sound recorder was on. What the hell? Alright, I gotta do something real quick. Boom. Boom. Messi, Naldo. All right. Oh yeah, you can get one of these. I think we watched this live, but let's see. I think this is another 1,000 points though. I'm almost positive. Yep, boom. Easy 1,000. Treasure link, ahoy. So we're going to go into all this right now. I'm using the restroom. If you guys got to, take a little restroom break, grab a drink, and we'll be right back in, boys. Appreciate it, Jason. That means the world, man. That's why I'm here, brother. So I coach professionally. Well, for a professional club academy in the U.S. I made the mistake. So just to, here, I'll give you guys a little side note. I used to be so open with my stuff. I'd have my kids on here. Hey, they'd be like, hey, what's up, guys? And like I was so open. And then these UFL shitheads ruined it, bro. Like we were playing, and they got a hold of the email in the club that I coach for, because you know how trolls be like, you ain't no professor. This. So I sent them the shit so they knew, you know, which. But I didn't think like, oh, I gotta hide the club I'm with. And these motherfuckers somehow got a hold of the academy director of a professional club, dude. It's insane. Like the links that they go to, and said some terrible shit with my kids' names in it. So I'm not even gonna repeat it. And it was all over like football beef, and I'm 95% sure. But you know, like I go hard at rats. But if you think I would ever like try to dox somebody or crazy shit like that, like there's lunatics online. So I'm very private about a lot of shit. So I wiped all that shit clean. If you know, you know. There's only very few people that know certain info about me that I trust dearly. But that's why I'm not more informative. But why I started saying all this, Jason, is because why I love eFootball is all the years I've been playing games trying to like translate, because that's why I play it, because I love real life football. I don't want arcade shit. I found that right away when I started playing eFootball, it's the most where your real life knowledge can translate. So for me, the biggest thing that I always am working on is getting the sticks part down, because I've played video games my whole life, but that's the challenge of it, is translating what's in your mind to the sticks. Imagine if this game, instead you like connected little you know, like like the shit they put when you're hurt or whatever, little stickers, electric stickers on your temples. This is what I picture, guys. And then you play with your mind. It's you and your opponent, and all of your thoughts, like pass here, shoot here. He'll pass here, and you're envisioning what you're doing. Imagine if that's how you played, how much better you'd be, right? That's at least how I feel with me, where I fat finger something, or I'm not quick enough on the sticks, and some of these kids are outrageous on the sticks. Just any game they pick up, they're so fucking fast and figure it out. But they might not know as much football-wise. They might not make the best decisions, but they're just ridiculous, like with their decision-making and quickness, right? So that's the part I'm always working on, but the knowledge part translates over very well. So I'm going to keep providing it. I'm so glad it's helping you guys. Thanks for the feedback there. So I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I've been saying it, but I'm about to piss my pants. And I'm back. Omar just dropped a screenshot. Let's go check it out, boys. He got Aguero. He got Aguero, boys. That is huge. Let's give it a look. Here it is. Oh, wait. Hold on. God dang, you guys are active in there. This is awesome. Look at this, guys. This is why you got to join the Discord. These guys are going nuts. Look at this. Look what we got here, boys. My boy Kami. What's that, Massaro? Congrats, Kami. Zeddy got Marco Royce. Damn, I got to keep scrolling down. Rooney. Look at everyone's packing and showing. This is the shit, guys. Look at this. The Discord's going crazy, bro. I can't even get down to the bottom. Look here. That's awesome. Congrats. Congrats, Cylinder. Welcome to the Discord. So I'm not saying you haven't been in there, but I have to turn on my noties or it goes crazy. So make sure you guys are in the Discord. As you can see, it pops off in there. So let me get caught up now. I was sitting there reviewing all those players. And then we got more coming tonight, which is crazy. I better have somebody spin these points on, dude. I'm getting sick of them not adding stuff in here. Give me some kits or something, guys. Give me some kits. Give me some kits. Give me some kits, boys. I might as well just do this. Hold on. I might as well just do this, boys. I'm sick of they never release kits or anything. Check out the Discord, bro. Tons of people are packing people. I just went through all reviews of the Messi, Ronaldo, and all them. Let's see what we got. Only 34K. Yeah, I don't want you. I'd rather have regular shit. I'm sick of these pink points don't mean shit, dude. Such a silly little thing that they have that they don't use. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So did they update anything else? Just that one chance deal is all they updated. And then tonight's the regular one. For a second, guys, I thought like they did more, you know what I mean? Like, so here's what we got. This is what was added. And then we have another chance deal coming. So wait. So this was limited draw. So this is one we were talking about. So see all. So you get one of these monster players, right? Watered down, aka watered down. But it doesn't matter. It's still kind of fun. It's still cool. I wish they just weren't watered down. Obviously the goal is here. And then we have the treasure link. They don't have any show times. Uneffing believable. Dude, and they are single boosted. They are single, so I was right, guys. They are single boosted, see? Unbelievable. And all you got is one Showtime skill for Ferdinand. It's only Aerial Fort. No Long Reach Shackle, no Shadow Hunt. He won't beat out Varane, Company, Van Dijk. Not without being fully boosted up. Konami could do so much better, man. It just pisses me off. Alright, let's do it. Let's see what we get. Royce. Not a bad look. I've already done a build for him. I'll show you what that looks like. And I wish I could be excited for him, man. But I'm just not. Alright, so we got one deal there. And then we get one more coming, correct? Or let's see, that's a chance deal selection contract. So when do these come? Smooker got Seaman. Some people wanted Seaman, which I thought was crazy. If I were you, I'd sell him right away. Defensive keeper, no low punt. I'd get rid of him ASAP. To me, that's the worst one to get. I'm sorry, Smooker. Yeah, dude, Royce is a decent pull for sure out of what's available. Alright, so the selection contract we get here. So that's to come way later. This one right now was just that free. Yeah, so the only players that I was interested in trying. Phil, who'd you get, bro? Oh, yeah, you have Buffon. So you're good. Okay. Yeah, what'd you get, Phil? Are you on to be able to do it, or are you not home? For anybody that got Royce, I'll go ahead and do his build real quick for you. Here's what we're looking at. Hold on. Obviously, I'd want him on Ronaldinho's side, but he has Visionary Pass. They couldn't even give him a blitzer, but he does got the one-touch pass. That's cool. Through passing. Cuff behind and turn, Marseille. So he needs flip-flap, soul control, which I have both of those. I just so happen to. Flip-flap, soul control. And then he needs fighting spirit. Flip-flap, soul control, fighting spirit. Let me look here. He has outside curve. Let me think about this. You could get a little interesting here because he's got all the good stuff. I probably would add scissors just to cut around. I love the little flashy scissors they do. You get a little speed burst out of it with the Marseille turn as well. Probably scissors in Marseille turn, or sorry, scissors in the chop turn. Even though he doesn't have the blitzer, the little chop to a shot is so dangerous, dude. It's so deadly. But he's not going to touch. I mean, Yamal and Messi, bro. So Royce is going to be buried in my bench. But for a free-to-play player, this Royce card does look at least decent. Let's go booster. I'm not going to waste a paid. I always use one of my 9 boosters on him. Let's see what we get. And the physicality, that we don't want physicality. But let me go into eFootbase. Shout out eFootbase. I already got all my builds saved, and you guys can use my builds too. If you can follow me on there. So anytime I add a build, you can use it. And then you can see anytime you want to go back and look at previous builds. So I have. Here's what I have here. Shooting 7. Shooting 7. 5 passing. 9 dribbling. 10 dexterity. Lower body strength 9. 2 aerial. This is my build for him. So it's a 7, 5, 9, 10, 9, 2. Again, shooting 7, passing 5, dribbling 9, dexterity 10, lower body strength 9, aerial strength 2. If you need any of the other players, I did the full group. So no matter who you got, I have builds on eFootbase. You can go in, you'll see my logo, click on it. Somehow you can follow me. I've never had to do it. Okay, so I need to change this because on here I have Striker's Instinct. So let me see where I need to change. Physical contact, I do want that at 75. I need something with acceleration if I can help it. Son of a bitch. So I'm gonna need to go another booster. See, I hate this gambling system, dude. I hate this gambling system big time. Speed, kicking power, stamina. Gotta get that acceleration to 90. I'm gonna keep this. So that's my build with breakthrough. So out of those random boosters, I'm just stopping here. But this is what he looks like, 103. For free-to-play players, absolutely. Put him as a no-play style AMF. But for me, my Yamal and then my Messi coming off the bench, he just doesn't touch them. I'm not selling them away. I'll keep them in the reserves. But still, I wish they gave him 2 Showtime skills. I wish when they released these cards, they were just the same as the other top cards, right? But to be fair, the Messi or the Aguero and Rooney, they can hold their own for sure, without a doubt. They can hold their own. So that's that, man. So now you get one more chance at this at the end of that mini game, and that's what this right here, the selection contract is, right? You get one more shot at him. So here's what Marco Reus looks like. If I could have picked, I'd probably want this Bergkamp card, just because I love Bergkamp's a legend. I mean, Rijkaard's a legend too, but that Anchorman version's better than this, and we all pretty much have that. I'd say Aguero's the number 1, just because he hasn't been in the game since 2021. I mean, he's got maxed out in every area that you would need for a striker. You just have... And wait a second. Guys, I'm so confused. Did they screw this up? Because this said Poacher online, right? It said Poacher, but listen, Advanced Striker and Poacher are not... People get that confused. Look, so if you go into my team, I think they get this confused when they release these cards. Look at my reserves, which I know it's crazy that I have this guy in my reserves. I get it. Same with SAE, although his marking screws him up. Caicedo's a beast. So many beast cards. I wish I could literally front these guys to you guys, like sell them for free, like literally, or like give me some GP. I need GP to add more skills. I'm broke on GP. I'll give you some sick players. You could totally rip me off. I'd definitely sell them for you. This Alvarez is sick. All right, where in the fudge? There he is. Okay, so look, guys. This is a Poacher, but you guys were right there with me. Aguero said Poacher. So I don't get it. So see, Titan Colo, exactly. That's where a lot of people make mistake. It's not the same. See how Zlatan's a Poacher here? Look. Poacher is a striker, is a fox in the box, right? Striker lurks around the 18-yard box just waiting for the ball. A advanced striker is always looking to make runs in behind. So a Poacher, so the way Ibra plays and the way, like, I thought it said that for Aguero, but, oh no, we're talking about, sorry, I'm confused. The Cristiano Ronaldo is a Poacher. Messi's a deep-lying forward. That's right. But a Poacher, because look, even the explanation, obviously they're not going to be at the 18-yard box when you're building up. So where are they going to be? Are they making runs? Are they coming to the ball? Mainly they come to the ball. So this Ronaldo is an advanced striker. The other is a Poacher. This Suarez advanced striker. So just to show you the difference, I'll do this. Ibra. And so see how for link-up play, for my key man, I need an advanced striker. It doesn't work because Ibra's a Poacher. So, because the online games have been so shitty when I stream. By the way, here's where I'm at here. I got another big win for those who didn't see it in Discord. Just taking my time on there. But these are the most competitive games anyway. So let's get into one and I can show you the difference so you can understand what you get if you're used to advanced striker. In the game Fro, there we go. Alright, so we'll keep Ibra up there. And I want you to pay attention to the difference. So advanced strikers, they're typically always making runs in behind, right? Watch the difference with the Poacher. Way more difficult, way more challenging than PvP, so I gotta lock in. Gotta lock in. Best kits in the game, by the way. These Milan Off-White collabs. That gold one's okay, but I love these. We'll let them use the throwback Italy kit. Or throwback Inter kit. And then I can put either Owen or Ronaldo, both advanced strikers, in second half so you can see the difference. Look at Messi. What the fudge? Look at Messi ain't getting subbed in today. Holy. Jude as well. Oh. Varane, please say you're good. Thank gosh. Jerome's up and he's stuck, boy. Ronaldinho's up and he's stuck, boy. Marcelo's up and he's stuck, boy. But I like the overlapping from Zambrotta. Let's see who we're playing against. So quick counter. So we go LBC. This is exactly why I have it. Del Piero and Mbappe on type marking. Mbappe. Del Piero, Mbappe, Del Piero. So Vestry will be attacking up the left. So I want Yamal pushed up so he can take advantage of that on the counter. So I go offensive Yamal. All right. LBC for me. My opponent's playing QC. If he was playing, let's say, anything else. If he was playing possession, I would play possession. If he was playing out wide or long ball, I would be playing possession. If he was playing LBC, I wouldn't do LBC mirror. I would do possession. So it's mostly possession, but there's a lot of quick counter opponents out there, which is crazy to me. Because people like it a lot. I know some of you guys do. I just can't get down with it. Look at these kits. They're nasty. I've been missing out. Red and black are my favorite colors. Man U, baby. So even though I don't like the current Man U kits, haven't liked them for several years, I'm still rocking Red Devils. All right, let's see. So watch, once I get him in picture, watch Ibra. I shouldn't have aimed there, guys. We talked about this the other day. I shouldn't have aimed. When you don't aim, we tested it. You get better shot headers. It's like the AI picks for you. Smoked. Good Taram. See, Ibra, look where he's at. Go to the ball. How did I not win that? How is that possible? Oh, I know, because it's AI divisions. Terrible first touch there. He handcuffed him underneath. I know where you want to go. Good step, Varane. No! I screwed that up. Got too cocky. It was my fault. They're automatically switching players for me. Look at that. Thuram's such a beast. Hold on. I got to switch that. That auto switching. So let me see what I have this set on, guys. Is it doing that to you guys too much too? I wonder if that's an AI thing. Alright, where's next play? No. Advanced. What do I need to, okay, manual. Cursor change. No. Cursor change. Semi-assist is correct, right? Yeah, I definitely don't want semi-auto or assisted. When defending, it is generally switched manually. Why is it switching? I'm on semi-assist. Player switches will be formed automatically. No. Semi-assist. Automatically and frequently. So, why is it switching my defenders for me? It's screwing me up. Dude, it's fucking me up so bad, bro. And it's mainly in AI. It's almost like part of the damn script. I swear to God. And you never want to believe that Konami would be that dumb to add scripting, but when you play AI divisions, bro. Like, dude. Talk about the most challenging, frustrating thing, but you do get very sharp. Good, Rodri. Here we go. Look, see. Oh, my God. I was looking at Ibra, guys. I was looking at Ibra, but I wanted to point out, do you see how his runs were like the Lego? It's just so stupid. You're slowed down. Look at this. You're slowed down. No matter what you do, bro, you're slowed down. It's just ridiculous. See that? Like, there. There's no way that my Hullet does not get that ball. Boom. Give and go. It's just crazy, guys. It drives me nuts. And that's where you wonder, like, if it's like this, does this carry over to PvP? Because to me, it feels like it does. But Ibra, what I was trying to show you there is Ibra didn't know if he was coming or going, and he makes these stupid delayed runs, dude. That's why he's in my reserves. He makes these stupid, the only way to play him literally is defeat, basically, because his runs are so pointless. He screws you up. He'll look one way. He doesn't commit one way or the other. So, like, Suarez commits. You know exactly what you're getting out of him. And if he does hold up, you know he's holding up. See, right there. I one touch past it. And it does this stupid shit. Ibra. Good. Right there again. Once again, cut it back. Any other time it works, not against AI Division 1. It's just so... The further up you get, it's like, Konami, you dipshits. Yes, we want it to be challenging, but get rid of your script. Don't make it challenging by nerfing our fucking team and making it so we can't use our skill, you morons. Congrats, skill. Yeah, I love it. Make it so we can actually play the game the right way. I can't even really show you guys what I want to show you because it's so jacked. And sometimes second half, the team they'll either keep it up or watch. It'll be a totally different game second half. And all of a sudden, I'll be able to move and be able to do everything I need to do. See that little delay there? You see that extra touch? AI. Nothing but AI making me do that. And I press them so hard because if you don't, you'll never get the ball back because they're near perfect. And then Varane never misses a header in his life. And he misses that one. He misses a header. I could point out so many things throughout this where it's just like script. But yeah, Ibra for me, that's where I wouldn't really want Ronaldo unless it's just this Ibra card. But so what I mean is, if you're gonna show your intent. If you're gonna make a run, make a run. You can't act like you're showing the whole time while I want you to make a run, and then finally I'm like, okay, you idiot. You should have made that run. Then you start making the run. It's like, now I played to your feet and you're running away. You're a moron. So Ibra's finishing is great. In the air, he's great. For a big guy, he's good on the ball, the whole nine. Run making is dog shit. So pay attention to him as I get the ball and look where he goes. Like that one time where he was way out of the center. Yeah, see, this stupid ass scripting, bro. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh yeah, Rodri's not one of the strongest players either. Konami just, all they do is shoot themselves in the foot with everything they do, bro. That's all they do. So here we go. Oh. And trust me, if I would have went the other way, he would have been waiting for me the other way too. Here we go. Damn it, usually knock-on shots go in, bro. Usually not. Oh, shit. Usually knock-ons go in. Good. That was sick. I didn't want to shoot it again and just have another block shot. But I should have. Come on. I'll tell you what. These guys will get you as prepared as you could possibly imagine for online, for sure. But that was a good little play by Ibra, I will say. I don't know if... You guys tell me what you think about Advanced Striker versus Poacher. Good. Come on. Counter. Counter. Yes. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, you just can't. Beautiful ball. Boom. Of course. The first pass was way harder than that. Tss. Cut it back. Look at this park the bus fucking idiot. Dude, he's got 6 guys on him. Good tackle. I was in trouble there for a sec. Look at Ibra. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Terrible run making every other time. That's where Suarez and the advanced strikers have them beat. Oh, we could cross though. They just know, bro. They just know. It's just, I can't explain it. If you guys get to Division 1 AI, let me know how it goes for you guys. And then that little forward touch instead of continuing to go diagonal. Good. I got to get them out of that gap somehow. There it is. Of course. And then somehow Yamal happens to be where Ibra is supposed to be. Oh, there it is. And then it's a foul. It's crazy, bro. It just... Sorry, I have to take him out. Ibra sucks. So that's the only thing. I'm putting in Ronaldo up top right now. But Ibra sucks. His run-making shit. If you can't... I know there's people... Oh, he's the best striker. If you can figure out how to use him, sure. But his runs make no football sense at all, bro. Throughout that whole game, if you go rewind everything, you'll see it. It makes no sense. His run-making is literally the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. 2 advanced strikers, but I'm putting Owen as an SS. We're going for it. You see how they play like godlike. Look at that. That's an intercept or stolen any other time. I got lucky that didn't go in. But yeah, I know this is like literally the highest level you could play at on AI, so it's supposed to be difficult. But you can't make stupid shit happen or take away the user player's skill. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Like the simple 3-yard pass that would never ever happen. Good. No! Oh my god, did you guys see easy there? And that's Messi. He has that ability to make that pass. Go look at my replay goal. I know that was Yamal, but still, Messi's a better passer than Yamal. Thank you. Thank you. And then that. Oh, he blocked it? Beautiful football there, though, boys. Beautiful football there. Let's see his block. I should have maybe done a fake shot, but I thought I got that angle. But of course, not against fucking AI. Alright, I'm running my set play. Ready for it? Let's see here. Easy with the... Oh, and then it doesn't work, of course. Go watch my highlights of how that was supposed to work. I have a play. Look at this. So in any other situation, look at how this works. I want to show you how that works. It's always the scripted BS, boys. Look at this exact play. Works like a freaking charm. Did I not include it in here? I think it's on my X. Yeah, watch this. It's just scripted BS. D-run corner play, so watch this. Same exact play I just ran. Now watch the difference here. It's a little 2-yard pass. And I immediately made a turn. But for whatever reason, and that one was a harder pass because I had to make a turn as the ball was coming. But for whatever reason, and this scripted BS, because Konami decided, oh no, we don't want you to win this game. The little 5-yard pass that my players typically make don't go. It's just such dog shit. Now, does it matter for here? No. But if for some reason this shit does translate into verse PvP, it is the biggest joke ever, guys. You see what I'm saying? If it somehow translates to PvP, whoa. Where's that? Let's switch my Louis up. Switch my Louis up, baby. Switch my Louis up. Link up. Louis. Link up Louis. Hate how you have to reset it every time. It should just know. Should just know, boys. Last minute winner, top it off for that. I decided to take a few days break or even a week or maybe longer. I know you mean wild card, so you don't get all pissed off. Yeah, that was an AI game I was just playing right there, bro. Which is funny if you think about it. But I was so pissed because it's just the simple stuff. It's just the simple shit that goes down. So now we have an advanced striker in. But know what it does when I play those AI games at the top level like that? It pisses me off so bad that I want to go PvP just to see what I'm talking about. Bobby Amal. He's LBC. We'll go possession. Let's see what else he's running. Cannavaro Zanetti. He's got that new Royce card. I already got Hull at AMF. All right, that's all I want to run. Oh, whoa, whoa. Been forgetting that shit lately. Owen. Owen's going to be super sick off that super sub bench if I put him in there. Pele's ready to rumble. Marcelo. Ooh, Marcelo could be good here. I'm going to see how it goes, though. That overlapping, but I could use some help in the center, perhaps. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to put in the Discord wildcard, let us know who it is, man. We'll watch out for him. Oh, let's do it. Oh, let's do it. Boom. Straight to possession. Let's play ball. He passed to himself. That was funny. Oh! 1 foot saves him. What the hell? Dude's got the dribbles. Ah, I got too fancy. Gola. Oh, he moved his keeper early. Nice. Dude. What a joke. What was that? Oh, here comes the glitchy screen. Look at that ball. Yeah, right. Give me a break. As if he's blocking that. Give me a break, boys. As if he's blocking that. Dude's getting lucky already. Get in. Ah. Look at that. Beautiful tackle. Dude, how is he winning these? That was my fault. I didn't set up. Good timing. That was a regular pass, too. Good D. Beautiful ball. You're in. Goal. There ain't no way. You see what I mean by the scripting, guys? You see what I'm talking about? Everything done perfectly. And the dude gets luckier than shit every time. Everything done perfectly. The easiest part of Yamal's life. And that's the part he fucks up on. Somehow he'll make it out of this. Alright, come on, boys. Come on. You're in. Nope, I pulled back. I should have played that. I forgot attacking surge. It's my fault not recognizing my players. Beautiful dribbles. Oh my god. See the delay, guys. This absolute fucking loser again. He plays for delay. Every time. Eat that. Eat that. Finally. How did they do that, bro? Did you guys see that? We got to watch that replay after. Remind that. Somebody clip that. 42nd minute. Bro, I shot it an hour before he moved his keeper. He ate a sandwich, took a nap, called his mom, then came back, picked up the controller, moved his keeper, and I had to score what would have been, instead of a pretty goal, I had to score that. They're taking away my pretty goals from me, bro. Holy crap. And then the delay. The delayed reaction there. What up, Valley? How are you, buddy? That was crazy work, bro. That delay for him to move his keeper. And then look at the stats, guys, and he almost tied it there. This is what drives you crazy about this game. How can you be playing if you're this other dude and have fun doing this? And that little dinky shot at the end, and then go back and look at the chances I've had. Tell me this wouldn't drive the most sane man crazy. I mean, that's insanity, guys. Look at this. And this dude's wasting his time. To even if you got your one shot and tied it, or two shots, it just blows my mind. But whatever. It's your life. Good luck, brother. Every time, bro. What the fuck? I knew what he was thinking. What is going on with the delay? It's always against these same dickheads. My Suarez had that. I don't know why I didn't shoot it. Well, look at that touch from Ronaldinho. Unbelievable, these fucking games. Goal. Oh! Come on, we gotta bury this dude. We gotta bury him. Oh my god, how lucky is he gonna get? Look at this, dude. Go ahead and tell me there's not scripting. Go ahead and tell me there's not scripting. Oh, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Finally. I hate scoring like that too on that. I'd rather get my pretty goals like the one before. Just why make me wait for the corner? Let me score my pretty goals so I can put highlights up. That's his second shot of the entire game, boys. And that would have been hilarious if that somehow went in. Show 2. Good. Beautiful. What? Look at that. Vieira, you monster, you. Silly. I thought he was going to commit. All right, the boys. Oh, here we go. The 5-forward routine. Let's get Davids in there. Let him hunt a little bit. Let's get Bellingham in there towards the right. I like how he runs up that right side. Let's get CR7 in there to hold up the ball and win some aerial battles. And then let's get Easy up there. You know, I wouldn't mind getting my Owen, but he can't win those aerial battles, guys. That's the big thing. And that's more important right now, is winning those balls. So we're going to go that route. That's 4 subs. And then I'm going to go double anchor here. Just because I have a feeling. Yeah. So we want to go Royce and Forlan. Tight mark. Tight mark Royce. Tight mark Forlan. Let's go defensive on Davids. Defensive on Vieira. Okay. The Mecha, we already know he'll be fine. He'll stay defensive. All right, let's play some football. See if he's trying to pull a fast one. Royce. Look, he switched him up. He's on stream, bro. He's on stream without a doubt. He's on stream without a doubt. Or that's just like a veteran move to switch it up so you're individual. But I don't care. I'll mark your... What the fuck? I wasn't holding... Bro, how many times have I passed backwards? 1,000? I was not holding it to where that big touch should have occurred. That's crazy, guys. Do you notice how this shit happens? Leave a comment if this happens to you too. You guys have seen me play 8 million passes to my keeper. All of a sudden... Let's see how it happens here. I got a message yesterday about how they do this, by the way, guys. they start downloading stuff. Like if you start getting choppy gameplay in these situations, they start downloading shit. They start downloading shit while the game's going, so it gets super buggy. Super delayed. I cannot fucking move. It's crazy. Look at this. Dude. I'm telling you. Isn't that nuts? It's like... Now, if that's them downloading shit, then fine. But if this is somehow the game, what do you guys think, man? I'm so confused. The game should not just fall apart. I've been destroying this guy the whole time. But if you don't start playing like I'm playing right now, this is the result. What the? This is what happens. So the whole game you whoop somebody's ass just for them to pause it, start downloading a game. This is a message I got explaining how they do this. Downloading a game, so it lags you out. I'm sure there's more details to it, but that's the ones I got. Right? And then you got to do this instead of finishing out a game where you're the much better player. You got to do this bullshit. Let's go double blue. And we held it. I know, bro. Are you seeing this? Have you seen the skill difference between me and this asshole? This is the biggest loser I've ever seen in my life. So I get a message, and he's like, bro, so all you do, he's like, everybody does it. When you see a team that's holding the lead and the dude pauses, and then all of a sudden you can't move. I'm like, yeah, it happens all the time. What is that? I'm like, yeah, so they're downloading, but it looks like it's affecting him too. They're downloading game. Look at how glitchy it is. Look how glitchy it is. And so they go download another game in the background, purposely open shit up, and it screws up. Now, if someone's just full of shit and sending me a message that and that's not true, you guys let me know. But it does add up. I have no proof, but look at the stats here, boys. The fact that I had to finish off the game like that, why did my keeper take the big touch? Why could I all of a sudden not go forward? All of a sudden my defenders aren't jumping. He's winning headers. He's winning everything. He had no shots on goal until the very end when I could not move. Until he paused that game. Yes, it was glitchy. Yes, I like the shots they were saving, that one from point blank, Suarez near post. Like the shit that the amount of goals I should have scored before that pause was crazy. That's 100% on Konami. But after that pause, I could not move a muscle. The game got ridiculous. So you guys somehow tell me, but these games like this are 5-6-0 games. Out of those 8 shots on target that I got, I should have had about 6. Now think about it. Out of his 2 shots on target, they were both from crosses where the skill goes out the window because I jumped up with my company, and somehow his Ibra just smokes my company all of a sudden. And luckily my Buffon, who's my favorite keeper in the game by far, I love Buffon, makes 2 great saves. But look at that, guys. Look at the difference. In 2 crosses, could have totally just shit on everything that I did to destroy him. Look at all that I earned here. And there's even worse games. Go into the Discord. You boys know. All that I earned here could have just been thrown out the window because some asshole loser either it's right what this dude said in my DMs, and that when they're pausing like that and then you come back and you can't move, they're opening another game, they're downloading shit, and it fucks up eFootball. It's a well-known thing apparently. So he's a loser for that, or he's just a loser for playing an entire game getting his ass beat to purposely try to pull some shit. It's like, bro, why don't you learn to play soccer? Football, I call it soccer, but either way, I play the right way, so I can call whatever the fuck I want. Because I'm playing the game within the parameters. So I'll take my 11 shots, 8 on target, 60% possession, 132 passes, 103 successful in my 2-0 victory, and you take your L and get the fuck on somewhere, boy. $100 away from Division 1 with 72% win rate. Now, I want you to see the opponents I'm beating. This dude wasn't really shit, I don't think. Let me check. Okay, never mind. I just beat a very good player. Dude, I've been smoking these good players like it's nothing, guys. If the proof has ever been in the mother effing pudding, this dude got top 6,700. This dude that I beat was top 12. This dude that I beat, 57. This dude that I beat, top 2,000. I mean, to get this ever, you're either like the biggest rat, or you got skill, or you're the biggest rat with a little bit of skill. Whichever way, these players that I'm beating every single game are very freaking good players, dude. The one up here, this one is currently like top 5,000. I know this one's Division 2 right now. This one's top 5,000 as we speak. I put belt to ass. This is the one. This is the dude that got 0 shots on target, 1 shot to my 6 shots, 6 on target. And I show you guys the highlight of the goal. I mean, I could keep going. Right? This is the last loss I had, and look who it's to. And this was on live. This dude is the biggest POS ever. Just kick and run. Right? Then we went back to winning. Beating more top opponents. So, proof is in the pudding, boys. But, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could at least get a game in there for you. My final opinion, obviously you see my review on each player. Let me see something real quick. But out of this pack right here, this is the card. If you get this keeper, give him a try. He's a monster, boys. You can already see his speed and acceleration without being built. This Kook is pretty nice too. People are loving this Ferran Torres. So I don't know. This pack right here has some beasts in it too, just like tonight's pack. So if you missed that, the video will be coming out literally once I get off here, along with the Aguero and Rooney videos out too. Wait, when are these? So that selection contract. Oh, no, that video is already out. That's for tonight. So yeah, that video will come out here shortly. Hey, this is where I need your guys' help. Tonight at 9 o'clock. Let me make sure I'm understanding this. Will Ronaldo and Messi be coming tonight at 9 o'clock? Or is it not till tomorrow? Will Messi and Ronaldo come tonight at 9? Saying July 27th. It's the 26th. But in Thailand, they're ahead of us. So this is going to be tonight at 9. It's got to be. I'm assuming. Yeah. So we'll be back on later. So I'll upload that video once I get off here in case you guys missed it. Thank you guys so much. If you guys need anything at all, make sure you join my Discord. I try to do the best I can, but my time is limited. So yes, memberships, which goes back to the channel. If you want instant content, there's a YouTube membership. If you want 24/7 questions, coaching type of thing, there's a MVP membership. It's $6, but you get 24/7 access to coaching in a private Discord where you can literally whatever, send me videos, send me tactics, whatever. Then there's a Discord membership if you want to be a part of everything, be a part of where we're going, have a say in content, have a say. All that, whatever money is made there goes right back to rewards, goals of the week, all the stuff that we're doing, we're adding. And if you don't want any of that, just keep liking videos, keep commenting, join the lives, and enjoy yourself, man. That's literally all that matters. It's not just the financial part. We'll taken care of that no matter what. We'll get the giveaways or rewards. By the way, 2 hours for my boy here. I'm going to say his name one more time. 2 hours for my boy here to step up. If not, we go and respin a new $50 winner. But this guy right, holy crap, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Look how active the Discord is. You gotta love it, boys. How could you not love this, man? You gotta be a part of this. Just people going crazy, dude. Remember I posted that goddamn... Sorry, don't mean to say the Lord's name in vain. Gosh damn, not that long ago. Holy shit. It's gotta be around here somewhere. It's around here. What's my boy's name that won the giveaway? He's got like 2 hours. Yes, I wish it was someone that was on more, but I gotta be fair, bro. Otherwise, it's not a real giveaway. Dude, this is gonna take forever. I might as well just go in here. Go to my channel. Go to my post. Shout out to you guys just blowing the Discord up. I love it. Yeah, Coopermon, no problem, bro. It's my pleasure, dude. This is my boy right here. From Twitch. Zeramid only. Zeramid only. You got from 12 o'clock my time. It's literally, you got about an hour and 40 minutes to claim your $50 giveaway. If not, we go back. We respin. And we're going to keep doing these giveaway, guys. So if you're subbed to everything, you're in it. You're in it. You have a chance to win. If you're not, make sure you do. Gift card of your choice. Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, or if we have this, you have one of the Cash App or Venmo or whatever that the channel has. I have company Cash Apps and Venmos and stuff. If you have the same one, I'm not just gonna go download one to give you the actual money so you can use as cash. But if you have something like that matches, I got you, dude. We'll work it out in the DM. So it's $50. Once we hit 5,000 subs, it goes to $100. I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world. And remember, tonight we'll be back on. Most likely, we'll either be back on or I'll have the reviews out ASAP, as always. So see you guys soon. Peace out. Like and subscribe. Don't forget. I always forget that.